You good?
Nope. Well, should be good.
Front up sound's going, back up sound, audio visuals and things.
We are good.
I think this is the most I prepared for a podcast, maybe, other than the Mormons who canceled. I did like
out of their zone. Was that the story?
Well,
he's got the full thing. He was the contact person.
So I met them in Seaside originally. The Seaside missionary. I was staying at a friend's house, or friend's aunt's house, and they came by, and we got to talking, and they're like, "Would you ever have a missionary on the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. That'd be pretty cool to kind of hear their stories and what they're doing." And then they're like, "Oh, well, you're in Vancouver, but really, like, I'm close to Camas, so." Said, "Oh, we'll put you in touch with the Camas temple or the Camas mission over there." And then we talked, and I told them the podcast was here, and they said, "Oh, that might be out of our boundaries." So they put me in touch with the Vancouver mission. They put me on a conference call with the Mormons, with the missionaries, and I had to kind of explain what the podcast was and what we were looking for. And they're like, "Okay, well, we're gonna have to run it past our mission president." And I'm like, "Okay," and they're like, latest you'll hear back from us is tonight. Well, I had to wait like a full day and a night. Then they finally got back to me and they said, "Well, yeah, we don't really think we're a good fit."
Are you? We could just do both right now. No, all right.
Dang.
All right.
Nope.
Someday.
Knock it out. The Mormons.
My neighbors were Mormon.
Were past tense?
They moved.
Oh,
They were great neighbors.
Converted back. They're super nice people, right?
Uh-huh. And I homeschooled with a girl who was Mormon, but
Right on.
she's since left the church.
I think that happens a lot.
It's happening a lot.
Yeah, you read about that stuff. Matt was raised Mormon. I
Oh,
was like, I did not know that.
Yeah.
So he told me, he was like, "Oh, yeah, this thing and that thing." I'm like, that sounds wild. He was like, "Yes." And then when you can think for yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, I was reading a lot because I was talking to my girlfriend about it. I was reading about the posthumous temple ordinances.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, listen, don't leave us hanging with a posthumous temple order.
So this is they've since changed the rules on it. So you're not you have to get permission for people, but you have the names of people who have died, and then you use those names in your temple ordinances. So you're effectively baptizing them in the Mormon church.
Oh, that's what Matty was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, after
Like
they
these
die.
dead people, you could just get up there and get baptized for them.
Yeah. And so, like, reading on the Wikipedia page, in the past, before they changed the rules, it would be like people who died during the Holocaust, Adolf Hitler, Anne Frank, all the popes, all the Catholic popes that died.
They will baptize them in the Mormon thing, so they're like part of that church now?
We're saving them somehow.
Yeah, it's like you're getting more souls into Mormon heaven.
Sounds like they're skewing the numbers a little bit.
As a kid, I was probably 8 or 9, and we went through Salt Lake City, and my dad actually stopped and was hunting down to see if any of his relatives had been, unbeknownst to him, added to the Mormon church.
Wow.
Like, it's kind of a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
But like I said, they changed the rules, so if your church is good, they shouldn't be allowing it if you don't have permission of those people.
Yeah.
And there are people who've done research, like genealogical research, and that's the thing too, is then those people are added to the Mormon genealogical archives, which they keep really intense genealogy, and so people can look, and people have done research and found like a lot of people that shouldn't have been.
That have no association with the church.
Exactly.
Or in
It sounds like they're trying to bump their numbers artificially.
something.
It's like going to a graveyard and getting those people to cast votes. It's like those people don't really vote. Politics. Just keep the church.
We're already in
I was
politics.
say we're all right. Keep the church and state and separate. All right. I've had a sip of each drink. Did a couple pull-em-ups. Cut it loose whenever you're ready, Charles. Ooh. You said your homie's coming through tonight, yeah?
Yeah.
Right on. I mean, if we're not done here, keep him on the back. At least you gotta let him in, yeah?
Yeah, I'll let him know.
He's a bass player.
He plays guitar as well, so
Is he bringing a bass?
I don't know. Should I ask him? Do you want me to ask him to bring a bass?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever he brings, bring a bass too.
Okay.
I haven't played bass in a long time. I would love to try bass, even if it's not mine, because then I could ruin it. Test drive it like it's a rental car or something like that. Or whatever. We'll see what shakes out. I don't know.
Oh,
What was that? Is that your phone?
yeah.
What are you getting?
Sorry.
Ads for
I don't know
COVID
what that,
vaccine
I don't know what that was.
version 27? It's all right, Charles. I'm sure you'll be all right. Just take some ivermectina, you'll be good. Get it straight from Mexico.
Horse pace.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. You got it. Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Joey C and the place to be. I got a big boombox and a new CD coming at you live from the GFY Studios with the AO Show, authentic only. Here today with my man, Salam, Shalom, Shabak, Shalik, a.k.a. Charles. Hi,
Hello.
Charlie.
Hello.
You're just telling your story about the Mormons. You love the Mormons now. We tried to get them on the podcast, and they said, nay.
Yeah.
Work harder.
Well, and it was really an effort to just diffuse the situation because I'm like, they were asking for my phone number. They were asking
don't do that.
They were asking to add me on Facebook, and
Yeah, definitely don't do that either.
and I was just like, I don't feel comfortable with that, but I'll give you my podcast email address, and then we can talk.
That's what you feel comfortable with. Here, you can talk about
But
I mean, if there's any Mormons watching the show here or in South America or wherever their stronghold is, we got viewership in South America. I heard.
yeah,
Yeah, hit us up. We'll get the Mormons on. You can have them in Paris too. They come in Paris to your door, so we got to have two of them there.
that was what I was thinking. Like, two people here, and who knows where in the world they've been and what they've seen, and that's cool.
When you say, I mean, for real, it's like the most research I've done on people or something for, I think, any of the shows, because I try not to do any of that. I did a little bit today for you because I got to make sure I'm on my game a little bit, saying the right words and everything, or not.
Or not.
But yeah, I watched 22 minutes of a South Park episode specifically about the Mormons.
Nice.
Very informative, too. And then a review of that episode. People were like, yeah, that's pretty straight ahead. I was like, all right, I'm pretty good. So, yeah, I'm down like 42 minutes worth of time invested in the Mormons.
The Mormon research.
We'll
Sometimes
find
what
you some.
you gotta do.
We'll get some LDS in here.
LDS?
Latter-day Saints.
Is that different than Mormons, or are they the same?
That's their official name is LDS.
Yeah, that's what they like to go by.
In fact,
They
Mormon's
identify
kind
as
of
LDS.
like short for it. I choose to know exactly all of the details, but yeah,
See?
Mormon is kind of an old term for them.
All right. I mean, we got to get them on here and get all the facts.
Yeah,
Hit us up, Mormons.
exactly.
We'll shout it out. Cool. And today's guest, Dr. Sarah Dible.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
Right on. It's great to have you here. I've been wanting to have a doctor on for a while. And I didn't even know you was a doctor until recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were just a pizza person that ate pizza and brought flowers and eggs
And all kinds of goodies.
longtime customer. And I was like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm a doctor. Fancy. Now we're on the podcast with a doctor.
Yeah.
I could dig it.
Thank you.
Groovy. So I don't want to get in the habit of summarizing people. If you can, tell the people who you are and what you do, please.
So I'm a doctor of physical therapy, and I branched out into holistic medicine and functional medicine about 15, 16. Well, my daughter's 17, so it was when she was a baby, 17 years ago. And so I've been providing holistic health, helping people customize their healing protocols for their own health, because everyone needs unique things for them. And providing that locally for 17 years now.
Customized healing protocol.
Yeah.
Because everybody's different.
Yeah.
I like this already. I think it is going to be great. I try not to have expectations, but that's a great elevator pitch right there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And your camus is your practice, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
My practice is Rejuvenance Therapy,
Rejuvenance Therapy. Right on.
kind of a made up word.
Rejuvenance?
Yeah.
Well, sounds
Yeah.
good. Right in the
Yeah.
pocket. Yeah.
No one can spell it, but sounded good, came to me in the bathtub, and I was like, that's it.
Dig it. It's like no novel pizza.
Kind of like regenerative and kind of like renewal and all kinds of things mixed into one.
I did the same thing. I took two Italian words, mashed them together. Nobody says it. Nobody knows what it means. I'm okay with that.
I've tried to research it before. I was like, what does nonavo mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's on the Instagram. I put it as like a, what do you call it? Like a sticker thing?
Yeah.
How to say it,
Yeah.
what it means to me.
I didn't realize that. I was just like, it's got to be a word meaning something like.
No, not too much. It's like Bradulina. It's like two names mashed together. Don't mean nothing. So it's good.
Yeah.
Right on. What part of town do you live in? Are you guys in Vancouver?
I'm in Salmon Creek.
Oh, Salmon Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. And you come all the way down here for pizza?
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right on. I could dig it.
And salad.
And salad, of course. Special salads for Quentin. So
Most beautiful salads in the world.
Thank you. They are adorned with edible flowers from front yard, backyard,
Front.
one of your yards. Right
Front.
on.
Side. Yep.
Cool. I could dig it. Yeah, you guys been coming in for a while. You know, so much that everybody knows your standard order and what you want and how to make it. And
And if I change it up,
yeah, it's like, oh,
bit of a shock.
what's going on here? But, yeah, it's cool. I dig that. Longtime customers. It's, you know, starting to ask questions, getting to know you, and now having you on the podcast. This is how relationships are made and get to know people, have conversations.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. I mean, like I said, I wrote down some things. I try not to research a whole lot, but I even reached out to a couple people on the Instagram. I'm like, hey, this is a person I'm having on. Check out their Instagram. And they're like, whoa, that seems like something I would, you know, somebody I wouldn't want to talk to. I'm like, cool. You got any questions? So I got a couple questions laid out from people other than me as well.
Oh, cool.
So we'll get into it. Yeah. I guess we'll start with the first highlight on your Instagram, sourdough. Let's go there. You were posting pictures this morning making bread.
I did.
With those fancy, I'd never seen them things before. Those
Oh,
fancy
the mats? Yeah.
That's
What is
pretty
that
groovy.
brand? That's my favorite because it's perforated on the bottom. I think it's called the bread. Is it the bread? The bread mat, maybe?
I ain't never seen that before. I didn't
Yeah.
just throw what you call it, a parchment. Paper. Yeah.
I've done that too, but eventually the parchment, you know, it gets overburnt.
Yeah.
And it disintegrates and stuff. So I've gone through a couple brands. The one that I currently have is my favorite. I choose to remember the name of it. It's right on the edges.
Is that it right there? The bread mat.
Is it the bread mat? And it's perforated? I think, yeah, I think that's them.
Yeah, it's got those wings that stick
yeah.
out, so you could just lift it
Yeah,
right out.
just plop it in. And because it's perforated, it just seems to cook the bottom a little bit better for me.
Nice. And you do
So-
it Dutch oven style?
I do. I've played with all kinds of different ways, and I go back to my Dutch oven every time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that. I think that's the
I
best.
built my own starter about 5 years ago. I was like, no, I'm not buying a starter. I'm making my own. It took me a little while. You know,
yeah.
took me about a month to really get it going.
Really?
And everyone says, 2 weeks. No, it took me a month to really just keep swapping out, like get it really robust. And started with an organic apple from a neighbor's yard just to inoculate from the skin, and grated that into the first batch. And eventually over time, all the apple peels kind of disintegrated into the starter. And yeah, so make about 4 loaves at a time.
Wow. You guys eat a lot of bread, yeah?
Some of my family are vegetarian. My husband and my son eats a little bit of meat, but they go through a lot of bread. And I am not a fan of what's at the stores because of all the fortification and the iron and synthetic vitamins that are put in there as stabilizers. And so, yeah, just went to making sourdough where it's fermented, easier to digest. And it's how it's been for 5 years.
Beautiful. Your stuff looks great, too. I mean, you take time to score it nice and everything. And
Yeah.
got all the things. You're making like aioli on the side when you're doing that. It was good. I was like, oh, look at you. Coming here. Yeah.
My husband loves garlic, so
Yeah.
it was so hot this morning. The aioli was so spicy. I was like, that's at the top of my tolerance level.
Right on.
He was like, no, this is good.
Nice. Yeah, you round it out a little bit. With
yeah.
You know, you put it on the bread, it mutes it a little bit, but
Yeah, it was still spicy.
Yeah.
It was still had a kick.
good.
So
Means it's working, right?
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, mashing it up raw. It's like, ooh, that's going to be aggressive, but it looked delicious. I would eat a half dozen of those at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bread map for
It
and
is.
everything. I might have to try one of those things.
Yeah.
It looks fancy.
Yeah. I have the short ones, and I've never used them because I don't have a pot to go with it. You know, I bought them because they have short wings
Okay.
or long wings. Mine go into a deep pot.
Yeah.
So I use the long wing ones all the time, but I
I don't
haven't
know
used
why would you make a short wing one?
I think if you did it like they do those upside down, like where the
Oh, they do like a pan on the bottom,
and the
cloche on the top.
cloche on the
okay.
top, and I think you can use the shorter.
Okay.
And sometimes I change out what crocks I'm using,
Right
what
on.
Dutch ovens, and so I bought both when I did it. I have yet to use the short winged ones.
Right on.
So yeah,
Yeah, there are short handle ones. All right. Groovy. Yeah, it might be something I look into. Nice. Making bread at home, all kinds of fermentations. I mean, you said it. Let's touch on bread real quick. I mean, flour, and you said there's synthetic vitamins and iron and
yeah,
preservatives and stuff.
yeah.
Tell people about that. Do people know about that? Do you think people know about that?
No.
No? All right.
They listen
So-
to this podcast, maybe.
Most of your organic flours, like Bob's is questionable. If you go to Bob's website, at least a couple years ago when I was researching, if it's pre-milled flour, you go to their website and you read through, they say they follow all of the FDA standards and this, that, and the other, but they don't put fortification listing on their ingredients.
Okay.
But most of your store-bought commercial flours are fortified with iron, and it's
At least.
not the type of iron we actually need in the human body. Then it's got all the other snuffleupaguses that I like to call them all.
Snuffleupaguses?
Things you can't pronounce, but it's all in your, the dough conditioners.
Dough
the-
conditioners, bromate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Folic acid.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Folic acid, synthetic,
Synthetic.
right? You know, in nature, it's folate.
Folate, which is the methylated version of folic acid, correct?
Folate
I'm
is
not a
just
doctor,
as
I'm
not methylfolate is methylated.
Okay.
And once again, a synthetic. Interesting, like the little secrets that people don't realize. Methylated vitamins are made and synthesized from coal tar.
Okay.
So it's still synthetic,
Yeah, it
made in
is.
a
Yeah.
lab. And it's just they're making it into a step that your body, if you don't methylate, so if you have a dirty gene and
Dirty gene. I like
dirty
that.
gene, right? And just because you have a methyl, we're going to get into genes here.
Do.
Just because you have a ding on a gene doesn't mean you can't do something. It means that you have a propensity to not be able to do it if those genes are dirty. So if you're eating a bunch of fortified things, or you're using a bunch of toxic chemicals, or there's lots of reasons or ways we get toxins in us that make it dirty and make it work at a deficit. But doesn't mean it has to, and it doesn't mean you have to use a methylated vitamin in order to get the nutrient. So in reality, clean your genes, and your body is able to do something, even if it has a bit of an adduct or a ding on a gene per se. So
I'm going to take what you just said and try and put it into my brain working.
great.
So you have a gene break somewhere. Your gene is not necessarily incapable of doing what it's supposed to do. It may just do it at a lesser level.
It'll only do it at the lesser level when it's dirty.
Okay, so it's dinged already, so it's dinged.
More sensitive to dust.
It's sensitive to dust. All
More
right,
sensitive to dust
and
and
then
debris.
you have these things that we consume, or people consume, that can contribute to the deficiency of that gene or exacerbate that ding.
Correct.
And that can manifest as that gene is broken and non-functional.
Correct.
Whereas you can eliminate or change some of this stuff over here that is inhibiting that gene, and it will
Correct.
function better or even as it should.
Correct. As long as you give it the nutrient as it's required, right? So folate, as it occurs in nature, versus folic acid. Folic acid for a lot of people is toxic.
Yes.
Not everyone. I mean, if you have both pairs of genes working well and you get folic acid, your body is going to still detox it. But if you even have a small ding on it, folic acid is going to be really hard for you to use.
Wow.
So these synthetics are really tough. People think, oh, it's got to be the same thing. But no, in order for them to patent something and do it, it has to be slightly different, molecularly speaking, than what it occurs in nature. Because you can't patent what's in nature.
Yeah. They could
So
try.
they can try.
Yeah. Interesting.
So,
Wild.
yeah.
And what's folate, the gene break on that? It's the motherfucker gene?
Yeah. Yeah. MTHFR.
MT. See? Look at that. Yeah. I call it the
Yeah.
motherfucker. She knows all the
Yeah.
names for it.
And
Yeah.
people will say, you know, I've got the motherfucker gene, right? And they're like, I have to be taking the methylfolate or the methylated B vitamins. The reality of the matter is copper, if you get copper working in the body, copper is a greeter to methylation. So if copper functions, so if we go back to real ancestral, I mean, all these old societies used copper vessels for things. There's a reason.
Go figure.
Yeah. So, and it's not necessarily to get copper from what they're drinking in these vessels. It's that copper kills things, right? And it's also that copper structures the water. So now the water has the frequency or the vibration, or the wine has the frequency or the vibration of copper, structuring our cells when we consume it. Now we're getting to structuring.
Yeah. Yeah, you point the freaking thing at the jug of water and it restructures it. You drink it and, you're
You put
Superman all of a
sunshine on
sudden.
the water, and now it carries some of the frequency of the sun, things like that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I've got a couple flies coming down here. I saw
They're
that.
loving us.
It's all right.
It's okay. We'll just keep.
Stuff ferments. Sometimes flies like
right.
it. Just saying. Right on. Yeah, I like all that stuff that just happened. For people who do not know, how can you find out if you may have a ding in a gene or a gene break? What kind of test would
Oh, it's
that
pretty
be?
easy. It's a saliva test.
Right on.
So, personally, I like to research where I'm sending and make sure that it is single party testing and they're not reselling someone's DNA data to research,
Yeah.
like 23andMe has
Right.
done. So there's a lot of DNA labs that have come out, and a lot of them are outside the U.S. they belong to some of these coalitions where they don't believe in selling data to governments, selling DNA to research. And so when someone does that kind of testing, or if I order it for the people, they destroy your data. It is not sold for secondary gains after they run your DNA and it's sent to you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's a genetic methylation test, right?
Yeah,
Survival test?
it's usually even more than methylation, but yeah, you get a full detoxing type panel, all kinds of things.
And
in there.
approximate cost if somebody was wanting to get into
It's
that.
been a while since I've run one of those. I usually do it if people are asking specifically for it, and it's not something I recommend as a first line for everybody.
Okay.
But I'm guessing in the $200 to $300 range.
Right on.
It's not crazy.
No, yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not bananas, and it's good to
No.
know.
Yeah.
That'll be like that for. Those are your genes. Right?
Those are your genes forever. And sometimes we learn more about genes because they've called a bunch of things junk genes, right? Like there's massive amounts of genes that they call junk genes, which means they don't know what they do. Nothing's junk in the body.
Exactly. Right.
It's all valuable information. But sometimes as research starts to determine, oh, this gene is for this and this is for that, they'll run updates, and you can get you just get an add-on to your original panel, and it's cheaper. And so every few years or so, the labs will send out and say, if someone wants an update, these are new ones that they're offering.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good.
And they offer really nice detailed reports, like foods you could upregulate. Like some people just need more berries in their diet, right? They just really utilize that. They might need more higher levels of antioxidants, and it'll give specific, like you do really well with a lot of garlic, a lot of onions, a lot of ginger. It'll give you breakdowns for
The lab you send it
the
to?
lab I
send
send it to sends back really
the
detailed,
name of that lab.
like life hacks per se.
Good.
And then they still recommend some of the synthetic vitamins, and I usually will go back over a lab with someone and say they're going to recommend that, and that's still not the same as what nature provides. And if you would like to do things as nature provides, this is what I would recommend you do to get the same thing from nature.
Nice. We're going to get to that part of it because I don't want to say I want to challenge it a little bit, but I have a certain perspective on that. You know, nature is providing on that. We're going to get on to that in a bit.
Yeah.
I love that. When I got my genetic methylation test, it was 7-8 pages. It was very, there was charts and graphs and everything. Like there wasn't like, hey, eat more garlic or anything like that. So I took that, and before my naturopath analyzed it with me, I did a deep dive myself, and I was like, oh, okay, I got all the information. I was like, yeah, I'll pay however much, $75 for this phone call visit. So you could tell me the same thing I just learned, but just make sure we're all jiving. Yeah. I had one little gene break, and I think it said, what's the liver one? Glutathione. And I was already taking it in a supplement, NAC. Yeah.
So NAC is a precursor. So it just gives you the building blocks to do more.
Yes.
Because really glutathione itself, when you supplement it, there's like 1% delivery.
Yes.
And even at that 1% delivery, I still see patients that actually respond and feel better.
Oh, wow.
They need glutathione. They're so in
deficient
the weeds,
in it?
right?
Wow.
That they'll even notice that 1%. And like if you're taking NAC, that's just the precursor.
Yes.
And then you can also, there are some microdosed herbs that are synergistically able to upregulate production by 300%.
300%.
300%.
Huh.
So,
And that's like taking the herb or making a tea out of it or any of that?
No, a company has actually come out with it. It was, I choose to remember the researcher. He was super famous for discovering some stuff. His name may come flying through my head. Maybe.
When you get it,
Maybe. But he spent 20 years trying to develop something to upregulate the detoxification genes per se. And he kept doing it synthetically because he was in a pharmaceutical company. His name's going to come.
Yeah, man.
Joe McCord. There we go.
Nice.
Joe McCord. He spent years trying to figure out a synthetic drug to upregulate detoxification and glutathione production and SOD and catalase enzyme, and kept failing, like running into walls. And a friend of his says, why haven't you gone into the naturals? And so he started checking and working with naturals, all plant-based, and he found that a microdose in a very specific ratio of 5 herbs upregulates those genes by 300%.
Wow.
They have 26 peer-reviewed research papers on that single product itself. And because it's a microdose in a very specific ratio, it has been patented. Now, I do know that there are some people that have gone and looked up the patent and are making their own formula if they get the ratios right. So if someone wants to go do that, that's fine.
Yeah, man.
I just take the thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's something it's over the counter, right?
You just buy it online.
Yeah.
And it's a single pill a day, and it's a microdose.
Beautiful.
So you just got to make sure you're not taking other ingredients at the same time you're taking that. So, for example, there's ginger in it. So you want to make sure you're not also eating ginger at the same time, or you're going to throw off the ratio. Because really it's the microdose and the ratio that is showing that it turns up and upregulates endogenous, so in your own body, production of glutathione, SOD, catalase, and several other things. For a cleanup crew.
I fucking like this podcast already.
I call it the perfect maid.
Right on.
It's cleaning things up.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking start. I like that. Cool. Yeah, dirty genes. I got little notes over here.
There are some genes like Quentin, my husband, right? You've met him.
Yeah.
You can have complete deletions of both genes sets. So he has deletions for, and I think it's like 33% of the population has deletions for, they don't produce the digestive enzyme that breaks down dairy.
Okay.
So when you think about those people, they probably either need to eat raw dairy because the enzymes are already in it to break it down, or they have to probably take an enzyme, a digestive enzyme, when they're choosing to have ice cream or
Yeah.
something like that. So
Interesting. Has he tried raw dairy? Have you forced raw dairy
we
upon
do
him?
raw dairy
You
at
do?
home.
Right on. Milk, cheese, all the things, yogurt.
Yes,
Yeah?
I make my own raw yogurt that's never been heated above 104. So,
Right on.
but he doesn't eat any cultured anything
Really?
except kimchi. He has eaten my kimchi.
All right.
He grew up in Korea for a little while, and the story goes he really loved kimchi.
Yeah.
But he hasn't eaten even kimchi since moving to the U.S. when he was 7. And so when I started making kimchi, I was like, come on, you've
Yeah.
got to have this.
Yeah, you got it.
So he'll have it now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Right on. So you're doing the raw dairy stuff at the place. Where are you getting your raw milk from?
I would love to get it some other places, but maybe you have some sources. I'm currently just getting it from Chuck's.
Chuck's. What's Dungeness Valley? Yeah. It's like 16, 17 for a gallon right now.
I know there's farms that.
Yeah, you can get it
direct.
delivered. You can get it delivered too.
Oh, wow.
Gathered Harvest.
Okay.
I'll give you the information.
Cool.
They're out in Washougal.
I just
Little
think the
family.
more farm direct I can get,
Yeah.
anything, the better. right?
Exactly. It's a local dairy, Mountain MJV, MVJ, Mountain Valley, Jersey. It's raw milk.
Cool.
But I think they're called Gathered Harvest. The family, they get stuff from local farms like Windy River from the market.
Yeah.
Like they'll get all their stuff and then deliver it to you. So
Cool.
you could order it and they'll deliver right to your house.
Awesome.
Great milk too. Yeah, those are the two I know specifically for raw. I've inquired a lot of other places and people are super hesitant to sell that shit.
They are.
Yeah, even at the PSU market, there's some dairies there. I was like, hey, if I come out, can I get some? And we're like,
My sister lives in Canada, in Alberta, and there's this one guy that provides raw dairy to the province.
yeah,
Dairyman Dave is his name.
love that.
And he has been arrested. He has been thrown in jail.
Fucking
he has been like all of that stuff just for raw milk. And he has these drop locations and you're told where it is. And like, you have to have a Proton Mail account to even sign
Yeah.
up. You have to know somebody to even be on his list. Then when you sign up, when you show up, he gives you this clipboard that says like a little quiz. It's like, my health is my responsibility exclusively, or my health is the responsibility of my government is the second one. He's got like all these multiple choice
Very good.
questions. And like, if you don't answer the questions, you don't get your milk.
Yeah, no milk for you.
No
I like-
milk for you.
I like Dairyman Dave already. Yeah, it's wild. I mean, I saw this, what do you call that? Like an Instagram reel recently. It was an older lady. She was like, I just came from the weed store and I'm going over to my neighbor's farm stand and buying some eggs. She was like, what kind of world are we living in? I've got to buy my weed in a store and my eggs on the street? What the fuck? You got to buy your eggs and your milk on the street in
Yeah.
a clandestine situation, but you can go to a reefer store
To
and
get-
shop. Yeah. It's a weird times, but it is
Weird
what it is. Do what you got to do. The
That's
people
right.
who want it are going to go get it.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the raw milk. I find when I'll buy it a gallon at a time. Wednesdays at Chuck's,
Yeah.
when the drop is, you got to
That's
beat her
right.
sometimes,
Better be there.
Exactly. When it's in my house, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and just crave it and know it's there and be like, I'll get up and go down there and just blug, 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 and go back to bed.
It's that
My body
good
just
old
wants it.
retinol. Retinol, vitamin A.
Vitamin A,
from
and it's-
animals.
In its purest form, right?
Pure form. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
So, yeah.
Retinol.
Retinol, vitamin A.
Yeah.
Not the retinoic acids that are made in labs, which are quite, you can get toxic vitamin A from synthetics very fast,
Absolutely.
even with supplements. If it says vitamin A
Mm-hmm.
on it, you're most likely taking a beta carotene version of it, and you can get really, really toxic fast.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you, your whole skin, you look like a carrot. You turn your orange.
Yeah.
Bananas.
yeah.
So I seen. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Beautiful. I love where this is going already. This is great. I'm so fucking excited. Wow. This is cool. So holistic medicine, functional medicine. From my perspective, I'm gonna let you, say what it is that is. When I look at that, it's like, hey, blah, 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 blah. You go to a doctor and it's like, you need to take X, Y, Z. Instead of getting a script, what a holistic doctor or a functional medicine doctor will do will be like, or you could do this in your diet and consume it naturally. Your body knows what to do with it, and you'll get it that way. Is that along the lines of it?
Yeah, there's still lifestyle stuff like number one thing, getting people outside in the morning before 10 in the morning, right?
Early morning sunlight?
Early morning
Right on.
sunlight, get them outside.
Right on.
Eat your breakfast outside. Get outside.
Coffee on the porch used to be a thing.
Touch the earth, right? Get your feet on the grass.
Touch grass. Charles.
Touch grass.
Right on. Not that you
Yeah.
have to, I'm just saying.
Dirt, grass, you
Yeah.
name it.
Yeah, man. Get your hands in the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could dig it. Yeah, early morning sunlight.
Early
You're
morning sunlight, yeah.
proponent of that, right?
You get that reflex of the evening melatonin, helps with your cortisol, like elevate it, that natural lift that happens. We need to talk.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, we'll get you a gift card to go see her. You bring her pizza. Yeah, we were just having a cortisol conversation recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reflex. So early morning sunlight. So you need cortisol to wake up, correct?
It lifts you out of bed. Yeah.
Lifts you out of
Like
bed.
The get up and go hormone.
All right. But people are like, oh, it's the stress hormone. It gives me this,
It is. I mean, you got to get up.
it gets this spare tire from it because the excess of it. Perhaps.
Yeah, or you're not, or they're overworking with it. Like, so they're below the line where they should be in the morning, and so it takes a whole lot more for their body to actually have to get up, even to the low end of where it should be. So it's a whole lot more energy. Or they flatlined, right? So they're not even getting up.
They woke up dead, flatlined.
They are like below the curve.
Yes.
So they're somehow getting somewhat through the day, but they have no reserves. It's all willpower to get up in the first place.
That can get you through, but
It's nasty.
it is. That's
Doesn't
why
feel good.
That's what people lean into.
It's not living life.
A morning coffee or
Yeah.
a morning Celsius or a cigarette or something like that.
Yeah.
Some kind of stimulant to get their day going.
Yeah.
When it could just be like, oh, maybe balance some fucking cortisol and go get some sunlight in your eyes and
Get some sunlight. Yeah. Get your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Tell yourself you're okay.
ooh, self-talk too.
Words, thoughts, and feelings program what shows up.
Ew. That's a little.
The
That's
story.
a little hippie,
The story
but I'll take
we
it.
tell ourselves.
Yeah, you can tell yourself any story. You got to believe it though, too, right? Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Or you could believe a different story.
You,
Beautiful.
You choose to. Yeah. You have to
It's a
start
choice.
speaking it different. You have to start living different. Be then do.
Exactly. Yeah, you could think about it, but you got to be about it.
Yeah.
Thoughts, people have these great ideas, but if you take no action, then they don't come to fruition.
Correct.
And it is feckless. It goes out and somebody else will pick up on that and
Yeah.
have your great idea and be like, I thought about that 10 years ago. Yeah, but knucklehead, you didn't do anything.
That's right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Emotions play a lot of role in what's going on.
Agreed.
And-
What about, what do you call them nowadays? Sociopaths? Can't call them psychopaths anymore. Sociopathy? People have,
Well, those are two different things.
oh, yeah?
Yeah, sociopaths still exhibit emotions. They just psychopaths don't think anybody else has any emotions.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to
Or-
misname a sociopath or a psychopath. Whatever these less lacking people.
Yeah.
What about those people that don't have emotions? How are they health
Oh,
wise?
I think
How are they health wise?
they're just suppressed.
They're suppressed.
They don't have
they're
them.
just suppressed.
They don't
right?
even realize that they're angry. They're just
angry or
frustrated, worried.
depressed,
Yeah.
sad.
I'm not worried. I'm really not stressed.
So they're just suppressing it, but they do it at a really high level.
They don't. It's so subconscious at that level. They don't even realize it's driving the ship.
Interesting. Some high level actors like what do you call them? Like brain surgeons and people who do surgery. Some of them can be considered psychopathy, sociopathy,
Sociopaths.
because they're in this environment, chaos around them. They are intensely focused on fixing this person's brain and doesn't matter what's going on around them.
Yeah.
Are they sociopaths or are they?
They're really good at compartmentalizing.
I think a lot of humans are. That's
Yes.
not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
You could label it whatever you want, ADD, ADHD, sociopathy. It's like, hey, I am focused on this task and the chaos going on around me is
Correct.
not going to deter me from it.
Yes.
I'm going to pick the fuck out of these berries and saber-tooth dragon's coming up on me. I'm picking berries,
I thought they were picking on somebody's brain.
or wherever, I'm just trying to relate it back to primitive times
Yes.
when maybe before there was a label of ADHD or sociopathy or anything.
But I think some of the distinction is how much level of choice do you have? Like, what level of control over that compartmentalization? Because
Well, it's trained in the first place because I mean, like, if you're a surgeon working on someone's brain,
right,
you've trained yourself to be hyper focused in that situation. I think it also carries over into other places in their life, possibly.
Absolutely.
yeah,
And some of them have figured out how to isolate it to just that chaotic surgical suite, and others have let it infiltrate other parts of their life.
I believe that is a highly evolved human, somebody who can go in there. I like to call it flipping a switch. You are trained at this skill,
Yeah.
and it's pilot light status all the time. And if you need it, you flip the burner and it's on.
You're on.
I've researched a little bit of, PTSD guys and stuff like that, but like high level special forces operators.
Yeah.
And some of them probably could be considered in that psychopathy or sociopathy. It's like, oh, I'm capable of high level violence.
Yeah.
And I could turn it off
If
and
it's
on
needed.
like a switch,
Yeah.
like it's needed. Yeah.
And then some people come out of that and they're not adapting to
Exactly.
turning it on and off when needed.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, brains are different. People
Yeah.
are different. Everyone is an individual.
Yeah.
Just hearing this person, totally calm, cool individual is like, oh, yeah, I could do all that stuff. And it's like changing a station. He literally said it was a SAS guy. He was like, it's like changing a station on a radio.
Yeah.
It was like, I just change it over here.
Boom.
Extreme violence. And I turn it back and I take the garbage out. He called it a bin. I take the bin out and I play with my daughter and
Yeah.
I pick up the dog's poo. And,
Yeah.
Or extreme violence. I was like, And I took something away from that. I was like, that is a skill.
I think
it's a
we all
choice.
also do that when we can choose in situations to become a victim of stress or to rise above it and choose to make the best no matter what. Everything's a blessing. Boom. But it is a skill. And when we learn that we have this ability to dial in, and guess what? Healing comes when things are blessings. So if I'm constantly talking about everything that's bad that's happened to me, then I am dialed into that frequency of victimhood, and guess what? Symptoms are going to start showing up left and right in my body. Every symptom.
It will manifest in your body.
We create it.
We create it. Look at that. We are creators. Is victim mentality still on the board?
yes, it is.
Oh, yeah. I haven't erased it for a reason. Victim mentality. Yeah. When you see it all as blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the struggle, even the suffering.
Makes you really good at something.
Endurance. And everything will have its perfect outcome.
Yeah. Only difference is I call it a blessing. That's it.
Yeah. We are human. We will
We all have struggle.
struggle. We will suffer in some way, shape, or form.
And I like to say, greatest weakness shall become your greatest strength when you call it that.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
It's a frequency. And if I catch myself starting to go into the complaints about things and I dwell there, I'm going to start having symptoms show up in my body. Aches, pains, different places depending on what I'm complaining about.
Yeah.
So,
Good thing we're recording this. I'm gonna listen to this again. I love it. Yeah, I was just talking. Stress manifests in my body usually in a specific place, so I know when I'm getting there. When I'm getting to my limit, I'm like, not my limit, but
yeah.
I don't know what my limits are. I don't know if we ever do.
Okay.
When I start getting this feeling in my body, it's like, oh, you need to do this.
Yeah.
I
I always ask myself, what have I found myself unconsciously spending time on, thinking about when I'm driving? And usually the day or two before the symptom shows up. Like, what has just nagged and keeps coming in, whether it's stress with a dad, or whether it's stress with a daughter, or what, all of it will show up and manifest. Female things show up on the left. Masculine things or career show up on the right. I had a thing going on a couple weeks ago. I woke up with right neck pain. I was what happened? Like what have I been spending time on? I was like, nothing to do with guys, because I go through my Rolodex of guys in my life.
Okay.
It's like, no. Work. Been worried about XYZ. Had a bunch of shoulds. Shoulders, neck. So base of the neck down to here. Shoulds, bunch of shoulding all over myself.
Shooting all over
myself.
I love it. Yeah.
Right side is going to be either about man or work. I was like, oh, okay. So it gave me the opportunity to change that frequency. Unconsciously. It had all been happening unconsciously the 2 days leading up to that. Driving. Oh, I've got this list of shoulds going on to do with work, blah, 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 versus, hey, I choose to do this and I get it done. That's the difference. Should is weight, heavy, yuck.
Yeah.
May not show up right away, but by the time you've shoulded long enough,
It will.
it will. Every time. So I just go back and canvas I know enough about the body and where consciousness shows up and tension. But I literally go through like a question list of what did I do yesterday and the day before or the week before this showed up.
Perfect. Yeah, that autopsy
dial
of
it
it.
in.
Yeah, it's like, okay, having the self-awareness to realize it. Like, oh, I have this pain. Let's autopsy that and see where it came from. And then the wherewithal to know how to heal it.
Yeah. Pain's just signal. It's
Right.
just, it's like
Good.
body going, hey, over here.
Yeah.
Hey, over here.
Interesting.
That's all
Pain
it
is just signal.
It's just a signal.
I love that. Even things like depression, having the self-awareness to realize like, oh, I'm depressed.
Opposite of expression.
If you express
What-
yourself, maybe you won't depress.
What do I require expressing? What have I held in? Turned down, right? Depression. Don't want to speak. It's like energy dial goes down.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Depression is rage turned inward, is what I've heard it described.
Versus what do I really require getting out? Because I'm carrying a bunch of heavy stuff.
Bag of hammers gets heavy. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I could dig it.
And I was on antidepressants until I was 32.
Not anymore?
No.
Congratulations.
No.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I have Quentin to thank for that. He kept saying, why do you take those?
Beautiful. And you got to ask yourself, why do I take those?
them?
Why do I take those?
My dad prescribed them for me when I was 16. My dad's an MD.
Right on. Interesting. The family prescription.
And I was depressed.
You look back on it and autopsy
And
that?
it didn't feel safe to express myself at that. Right?
Wow. Safety is a big one.
Huge.
Yeah, feeling safe to do that. This is a safe space, in case you just realize. I'm just saying. I've said that a couple times. Yeah, when you can get somebody who's been struggling and get them in a safe space and let them open up and see how their body changes and their mannerisms change. Have you done any, what do you call it when you talk to a psychologist? What a fucking...
Counseling?
Yeah, like
Therapy?
Psychologist therapy, whatever you call it. You ever seen somebody like that? Or
Once, years ago.
yeah, sometimes that's enough. Right on. That's one of my biggest issues about that. Like, I've done it a handful of times, and hearing people talk about it, it's like, you could be on the verge of a breakthrough, and your 42 minutes are up, and they're click, see you next week. It's like, fuck. So when I go to people who are in need of a conversation, a long format conversation, it's like there is no time frame. If it takes an hour, it takes 3 hours or 8 hours, we're going to sit here and chop it up,
Yeah.
and noticing their posture and like, oh, just yawn 3 times in a row. You definitely feel safe if you're yawning in front of me, I think it's a big deal.
Yeah, and yawning's also the body shifting.
How so?
Well, I do like energy, like unblocking energy in the body with people, finding where the flow of energy is blocked. And as you start to unblock it, they start you can tell when they're starting to shift.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll cough,
Yep.
sometimes they'll sneeze, but they'll start yawning. Sometimes they'll start yawning even before I start to actually physically work on them, because they've as soon as the body knows better, it starts doing better.
Yeah.
And so they've already connected some dots, and they'll start yawning before I actually get around to doing the physical,
Yeah.
actually shifting stuff.
Yeah.
So
Like getting themselves to the place and be like, oh, this is here. This might
Yeah.
heal me or can make me feel better. Your body will start being like, yeah, let's fucking get to the healing already.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And it's a sign they're going into a little bit more rest and healing when they start yawning. It's like that key down. So yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, I've noticed myself when I do it. Certain people, I'm exhausted. I work a lot and do things and stuff.
And pull-ups.
Yeah, I do, all the things. And when I get in certain circles, I'll tell people, I was like, notice when I yawn around you. That means I feel safe around you. It's like, oh, you're fucking exhausted. You're so boring. It's like, no. It's yes, I'm exhausted.
But I
if
feel safe enough to key down.
I feel safe enough around you to be here and body being in a vulnerable mode where I'm going to open up my mouth, close my eyes,
Yeah,
and take a deep
yawn.
breath. And I was like, take that as a compliment. Take it however you want. I'm not going to fucking tell you, but
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm yawning in front of you, doing all right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. Cool. I got a couple things written down. I'm going to go down the list a little bit.
All right.
That was all good stuff. I like it. We did sourdough already. Think. So I got a bunch of enes listed here. Caffeine, nicotine. I got a pouch in right now. Protein and creatine. Thoughts on those in general or each one individually, however you want to go about it. Those are popular in culture. So
Yeah. I think same conversation that goes about dairy, same conversation that goes about flour is know your source.
beautiful.
Cleaner the better.
Agreed.
That's the main gist of it. There's healing benefits to all of them. And the dose determines the poison
Poisons in the dose.
or the benefit, right? So
Agreed.
It's all going to be a dose dependent, and everyone's different, right? My dose of caffeine, I'll just talk caffeine because I have experience in that department. My doses of caffeine are different than someone else's. I stop all caffeine past 11 in the morning. I would love to have a coffee at night after I've had maybe dessert or something.
Yeah.
My husband and I laugh about it because both of us, even decaf will keep us up at night.
Interesting.
So there's still probably trace amounts in it, or there's a psychological
Something, yeah. Yeah.
I expect it to keep me up, and so it does. But yeah, even caffeine, I think, has benefit. The cleaner, the better. Not all of it's clean. A lot of it's, moldy. That's number one. Sprayed crops, processed in facilities that are doing all kinds of other stuff. Know your source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple coffee guys on here and even talking about them and them going to farms and seeing how things are produced and even the handling of the product. I mean, you could have a really good product and then the back end just over roast it and now you're eating a bunch of burned coffee. It's carcinogens and whatnot.
Correct.
It's like
Yeah.
not real good either.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Like Starbucks coffee.
It's just got that intense burn flavor, right? Wow. Charlie, you
It's
love
got to be a.
Starbucks, yeah?
I fucking hate Starbucks.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there.
No, I mean it's and like my girlfriend, she likes to go get a frappuccino or whatever. It's like you're eating a cupcake that looks like a coffee, and that the cold brew. The only thing I get there is a cold brew,
Yeah.
and even that tastes burnt and just like. Ugh.
So my order is not from Starbucks, but in general, I get what do you call that? Cold brew or iced coffee, whatever you call it. So I get a cold coffee, no ice, no lid, no straw. And I went to a Starbucks one time. I think I was getting my tire changed. I was like, anybody want coffee? And went there, and they all got like caramel macchiato. I was like, I gotta order these for you men. All right. And I was like, yeah, give me a cold brew, no lid, no ice, no straw. And they give me like a 16-ounce cup of that Starbucks cold coffee. I couldn't even drink it. I took like 3
Inedible.
sips. I was like, yeah.
The only way I think you can drink their stuff is if it's loaded with all their other stuff they
Exactly.
put in it.
Yeah.
It's just terrible.
Yucky.
So, yeah.
Is there's another one. What's the local one called? Dutch Brothers?
Dutch Bros.
Is that
Well,
terrible too?
They just moved their corporate headquarters, by the way. They're no longer local. They
Oh,
moved to
really?
Utah.
Yeah,
because
I'm
of the
not a
wellness.
fan. It's a ton of frou-frou
Yeah.
sugar drinks.
I mean, the other ones too, like Black Rock is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they all taste like yucky coffee too? I've never had it, I don't think.
I've had Black Rock once, and it made I got nauseated and my head spun, and I was like, yeah, I'm never going back. So I haven't been to Black Rock in so long, so I can't.
I've had like
Shabak?
I've had drip coffee from Black Rock, just black coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Does it taste burnt like Starbucks coffee?
Not to
Better.
the same extent, I would say.
right.
I'd say it's.
I'd say it's a step up from that. Although, what about Dutch Brothers? Do they even have black coffee?
I think you can get it, but you have to like. They all look at you weird. Like what? The one time I
Breakfast
remember.
milkshake?
One time I went to Dutch Brothers because my sister, it was her birthday, so she got like the free drink. And for the free drink at Dutch Brothers, they take a big cup, they put a bunch of sugar syrup in it, then they put another cup in there so you don't even get any of that sugar syrup. Then they fill that one with sugar, just so it looks cool. And there's a ton of whipped cream and sprinkles and whatever else. And it was just like,
Marketing.
why? Why?
And there's lineups.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, I've seen the people in line taking the orders before you
Yeah.
even get to the thing. I mean, you're that busy, you got to do that? I don't know. That's what it is. So, overall take on caffeine. Poisons in a dose?
A dose. Yeah.
Right on.
And quality.
And quality.
Yeah.
We could probably say that about many of
Everything.
these things.
All of
We're
it.
gonna- yeah.
Like,
Beets. Poisons in you eat
Oh, yeah.
a million beets, you're
Totally.
going to die from
well,
beet overdose.
I mean, if you juice enough beets,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get, diabetes, right? Because you're taking the fiber out.
Yep.
You can't eat enough beets to actually get diabetes if you actually leave the fiber in, right? Just like same with an apple.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to get diabetes from too much sugar from juices,
Mm-hmm.
it's very easy because you've taken out, like, nature packages its poison with its antidote. That's when you get the whole food
Mm-hmm.
and you've eaten it as nature intended it, right? You can't OD on it to a point, right? You're going to probably get too full to eat another apple before you spike your blood sugar too high. Now, there's some caveats. Some people have broken enough insulin management and they're insulin resistant. So now even a healthy apple is going to spike their blood sugar. They don't have the ability to get that sugar from the blood into the cell. That's so it lingers in the blood too long.
Yeah.
But in general, when you start eating an apple or an orange, you got all that fiber that's going to slow the blood sugar hit. And you're going to have time to get that sugar into the cells. And so it's not going to pile up in your blood. So I just always look at it, the dose, if you're consuming it as nature intended it, it's going to slow down how much you can have to a point.
Challenge accepted.
To a point.
I'll eat a dozen apples like nothing.
Yeah. And you're probably okay with it because the fiber,
Yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
And
people don't
you're
understand
not insulin resistant at that point.
Yeah, right?
Probably.
I mean, the juicing of it, you're drinking, 99.9% straight fructose.
Correct.
Right? You're chewing it, you're masticating it, you're getting the saliva, the enzymes are breaking it down. You're starting the whole process up here
Yes.
before it gets here. And your body's like, we know what to do with this.
Correct. And you've got the fiber that slows everything down,
Exactly.
scrubs your gut, heals your gut, all of that.
Let's take a detour on fiber. You think fiber is necessary? Oh, hit you with a curveball. Look at the deep breath. I
No,
love it. Think.
I have unique thoughts on this, okay?
I'd love to hear it.
Great.
Yeah.
I love where you're going. So there's the whole carnivore push that's happening. Can you heal the body? Yes, I think it's a therapeutic diet that you should do for short periods of time. There's a massive amount of ketosis that you go into, which is really good, especially if you pulse it. Certain days on ketosis, getting into good ketosis and pulsing back out. Fiber builds your microbiome. Meat creates the amino acids that you use to run, fuel, and heal and repair some tissues, okay? So to me, it's this blend between the two. And there's certain things that we can't make ourselves in the human body that our microbiome actually produces for us. Butyrate being one of those. So yes, we can get it from butter, right? But our own microbiome creates butyrate that heals that gut-brain connection. So like autistic kids and stuff like that. And you've got to work at building the type of bacteria that you require in order to produce more than what we can consume of it. And so I look at it, sustainable long-term health is probably going to be more in one of these pulsed ways where there's fiber followed by some ketosis, which we go into when we're in some of the high protein diets. And when we look at some of like the carnivore MD, do you know who that is?
Paul Saladino.
Like even he's started adding fruit back in, right? To get the fibers, etc. Because of that, he started noticing some stuff was off. And I mean, how many years did he eat carnivore? It was like 14
It's a lot.
straight.
Yeah.
So is there some health benefits to this? Who I really love listening to some of this stuff, and I glean a lot from her, is Dr. Terry Walls. So she had MS. She's an MD. She had MS so significantly. I mean, she worked at one of the big research hospitals. She was in a reclined wheelchair, electric reclined wheelchair, because she couldn't even maintain.
From the MS? Holy shit.
From the MS. And she was on all kinds of like trial drugs and everything because she worked at this big research hospital and she was doing nothing but descend into greater and greater MS. And she decided to hit the databases and look at research and what it was saying about just nutrition in general, because according to Western medicine, it's not dependent really upon your diet. So she started doing some research and she started eating high protein, pulsing into ketosis and out of ketosis, and high plant-based fibers. And so high plant-based fibers on the days that she was out of ketosis, along with high protein, lots of organ meat. She eats a ton of organ meat because that's where your biggest bang for the buck is.
Absolutely.
And within 6 months, she was no longer in a wheelchair, and she went on a bike ride with her kids. It was a 20-mile bike ride. She said it wasn't pretty. She was literally every 5 miles laying in the grass, recovering, and then getting back up and riding. But within 6 months, she had started to regain. And now she runs she's done peer-reviewed research studies and all kinds of stuff on MS and reversing MS. And she runs a whole program on it.
Reversing MS. She was in a fucking wheelchair, 6 months.
Recline wheelchair. Like could not sit upright.
Couldn't sit upright.
Backwards.
And then
Like
6 months later is on a bike ride.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord. Charlie, can you bring Terry Walls?
Dr. Terry Walls.
Dr. Terry Walls.
She has a really good TED Talk. I think it's called Minding Your Mitochondria. You had it there. Terry Walls. There she is.
Walls.
She's got all kinds of cool.
Hold on, I just want to see what she looks like. I might have
It's right there.
visit handler, books and everything like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, books and
Like
everything.
University of Iowa. Something like that.
University of Iowa.
Am I correct? Look
Yeah.
at that.
Neurological disorder and secondary. She was diagnosed with chronic progressive neurological disorder and secondary progressive multiple sclerosis. I said, "Fuck you! I'm gonna hear my hell," and she did it. That's bananas.
She's really cool.
We're gonna get into nightshades next. Ooh, word! I'm gonna check that out. And you said there's a TED Talk.
She has a TED Talk. It's pretty old. Minding Your Mitochondria or something like that.
Oh, I got that on here.
I love that TED Talk it's from like 2012. That's how old it is, I think. And it's a great start point for just understanding how much is possible.
Beautiful.
So, and how much gets back to our mitochondria.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that written down here somewhere too. Mitochondria, not necessarily mitochondria, but it's in here.
Yeah.
We're excellent. I love all this research I get to do. Woo!
So what's your view on the protein only carnivore diet? More just curious.
I did it very strict so I got into the Paul Saladino thing.
Yeah.
Got a couple of his supplements and went hardcore carnivore.
For how long?
I would say like when I first did it, I got his supplement and I was doing it probably like whatever a month supply is. So I probably did like 3 months total of that.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not taking supplements anymore. I'm just going to do it myself.
Yeah.
They were very receptive. Like after a month of it, I was like, hey, I've been taking this and this is what I've been noticing. Pretty much they said, yeah, maybe try 70-30, get some fiber and some starches back into your thing. And I was like, okay.
Or pulse, like
Pulse.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what
4 days on, 3 days off. 4 days on, 3 days off. And the 3 days off aren't just eat crap.
Exactly. It's not cheat day. It's not eat donuts. Sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do that, Charles. But yeah, the pulsing is much better for me.
Yeah.
So I went hardcore, like 30 days, grass-fed meat, grass-fed beef, grass-fed butter, raw milk, honey, eggs. That was it. I'm talking about eating
Organ meat?
No, that was
No.
it. Just those 5
Okay.
things. Yeah. And I did that for about a month. And getting through that, there was some arduous parts to it and whatnot. Waking up and just looking in the mirror and be like, oh, fuck, I did this. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? What, I got cancer over here? I got 2 of them? Oh, wait, there's 2 on this side. Oh, fuck, those are abs. I was like, holy shit, I didn't know what it was. I was like, I got a fucking lump. I got to go get a lumpectomy. But yeah, after a month of doing that and my body just shifting like that, I'm like, I think I'm on to something. I wouldn't say, is it sustainable? Yes. Could I lean into that and just do that all the time? I don't
Long
think I
term,
want to.
I just worry about so much of our immune system comes from the microbiome. And so, yeah, are we fueling the body with straight protein and do we feel fantastic? Yeah. But at some point, we're also doing it at a deficit for the long-term sustainability of the immune system and how it regulates. So somewhere in the middle. Dr. Terry Walls is the one that really talks about when she runs her programs, like all the research and how the ketosis is optimally done in that pulsed fashion, like, 3 days, 4 days on, 3 days off type thing and pulsing, because it can take people a day or two sometimes to get into ketosis.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
And so you don't want to do just 1 day ketosis or trying to get into ketosis and the next day back out. So there is some ebb and flow that you've got to do in order to manage it. But that immune system part of the microbiome is what I feel most of the carnivore proponents, people who are shouting it, are neglecting to discuss the fact that they're missing an opportunity to build a robust immune system at the gut level as well, because you end up with a very narrowed microbiome when you're just eating protein. And all benefits to health are when we have a very diverse microbiome. And most of it, and that's half the reason why I ferment and all kinds of stuff, right? It's not about having a monoculture. It's about getting these broad spectrum bacterial cultures. Many have disappeared off the planet, to be quite honest. And so the more we can diversify and get lots of different fermentations from some in our own environment, some in others, and getting these fermented foods, where are we getting that in a carnivore diet? We're not. So.
Agreed.
But anyways.
Yeah. I think I've naturally adopted that pulsing state to it. I go about 4 or 5 days strict eating, and then I'll allow myself these other things. Some days I go hard,
including your pizza.
Yeah, I used to eat 2 pizzas a day when we first opened, and now I'll eat like 1 a week.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, I go to the farmer's market too. Fruit in season.
Yeah.
I'm gonna power
That's
through
right.
fruit in season.
Yeah.
Watermelons, I'm eating 10, 12, 20 pounds of watermelon a week.
Yeah.
Peaches from Barrett Orchard. You know, I'll eat 3 before I get home because they'll be next to me and I smell them. I was like, I got to eat these.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. And I'm eating it and consuming the whole thing. If I get apples from Kiyokawa, you know, Stefan and Matt make fun of me. They said, you eat apples like a horse. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? It's like you eat the core and everything.
Everything.
Like, yeah. Strawberries, I don't take the hull out or the green part.
Yeah. And it goes.
Yeah, I eat everything. But yeah, fruit in season, boom. You know, I try to eat, we serve food in season, so that's what I'm eating.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I eat it, I try and consume it in its totality.
And your pizza is sourdough, right?
Yeah, it's all naturally fermented. There's 3 ingredients in the pizza.
Yeah.
Flour, water, and salt, and that's
Yeah.
it. You know, and the starter is flour and water, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
yeah. In the margarita, there are 7 ingredients,
Yeah.
including water and salt. I can't take anything away from it and still have it be complete.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's the marinara too. I was counting them the other day. That's got oregano on it and garlic, but I think it's still 7.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, whole foods as much as possible. But yeah, the carnivore thing going full bore, it was good for me.
Yeah.
But coming back to a place of, you know, not extreme, but more balanced and
Yeah.
having other foods.
I still think you can benefit from it, doing that pulsed, you know, even 5 days or a week or 2
Absolutely.
weeks.
Yeah.
And then getting some stuff
Yeah.
as nature provides in the seasons that nature provides. And do I eat stuff out of season sometimes? Sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Birthday
But
cake. That's always in season.
In general.
Yeah.
Hey, I even do sourdough birthday cake.
Delicious. Beautiful.
That sounds good.
Yeah. I'll have 3 of those. Yeah, man. I like that. Yeah. You know, people even call, I'll have a cheat day. It's like, I don't even, I like to, you know, it's like the words you use to
Yeah.
have you feel this way. I don't say I have a cheat day.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not cheating on anything.
Yeah.
Today I'll be metabolically flexible.
Yeah.
Is how I word it.
Yeah.
Just saying. However you want to say it to get you through.
Yeah. I agree 100%.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Versus
Right on.
the energy behind cheat.
Exactly. It has a, what do they call that? Pejorative?
And oops.
Yeah. Oh, I messed
Shouldn't
up. I'm
have
cheating.
done that.
You fucking should have.
There's a should there.
Yeah.
There's that.
What?
There's an SNL sketch. This is only tangentially related, but where like they're at a business meeting, someone puts cookies in the middle of the table, and they're talking about something serious, and this guy leans over and he starts grabbing the cookies, and he's like, "I'm so bad, like send me to confessional." And it was all because Fred Armisen was like, "Why would you feel bad? Just eat the cookie and just
Yeah.
live your life." But he's just like,
So
and he
you
just
say, I'm so good.
Exactly. Yeah.
he just keeps eating the cookies, and then someone comes in and says, "Those are laxatives, you know, for dogs or something." But
Tom Papa. You know the comedian Tom Papa? You know Tom Papa at all?
yeah,
I think his podcast is called Breaking Bread. He got really into sourdough. He's really good at it too. But he's a great comedian. He does a hilarious bit about his wife not eating carbs or something like that. And he makes bread every day, like delicious bread. So my wife doesn't eat bread. Bread. Have a cookie. You need a cookie. You're not going to turn into a cookie monster. It'll make you feel better. It's a beautiful bit. But yeah, he makes, you know, his Instagram is just like, it's me in the morning, takes a sip of coffee, and he's shaping beautiful loaves. And I'm like, oh, you're doing good bread stuff. But good stuff. All right, I'm going to cross off caffeine. We'll put a mark next to it. Boom. Did I answer all your questions?
Yeah.
Right on. Good. Poison in the dose. The medical term for that. Hormesis?
Yes.
Right on. So
Hormesis is stressing the body and the body comes back stronger it's a hormetic response.
that which does not
Yeah.
kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Right on. But poison could be like that too. You can eat these
To a
things
point.
that are a stressor in your
Correct.
body, but if you take just enough of it,
Yes.
boosts you up.
Yeah.
Like that scene from Princess Bride.
yeah.
Right? He's like, there's poison in both of them. I just built my tolerance up.
Yes.
Right on. Hormesis. Like sauna is hormesis, right?
Yes.
Cold
the
plunge.
stressor of it. Yeah.
Right
correct.
on. Right on.
So the shock, the stress,
Mm-hmm.
and you bounce back as long as you titrate your dose.
Yeah. If you stay in 37-degree water for an hour, you might fucking die.
Unless you're maybe Wim Hof.
He's an animal.
He's an animal.
And he's built his dose up to
He's
this
like-
ridiculous level.
Yeah.
And he does all that breathing stuff too.
Yeah.
But you do it for 3 minutes and.
And guess what? I'm getting frostbite if I hike Mount Everest barefoot. Just
Yeah,
just
right?
saying.
Yeah,
He
I think I
hikes it barefoot.
Some people are outliers, as they like to say. Right on. Wim Hof. You do sauna, cold plunge, or anything like
Yeah.
that? You do? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. You got one in your house, you go to a place to do it?
I have a little pop-up tent sauna.
Oh, nice.
For my house. I have plans for a sauna in the backyard. We'll see.
Beautiful.
Got to share space with the chickens. Got to move them a little.
They love sauna too.
They're in one right now. It's hot out there.
Exactly. It's a little incubator for them. Beautiful. All right. Hormesis, checking on. I had that word on the board for the longest time. I love that word, hormesis, the hormetic response. Caffeine, check. From my perspective, it's legal. It's like one of the safest ones, hard to OD on. Some people get coffee enemas and it cures their fucking cancer.
Totally.
It can be one of the most productive fucking drugs. Caffeine without food is a drug.
Yeah.
I would say so. That's why you put coffee in your milk.
But
milk
they're
in
not
coffee.
doing they're not doing Starbucks coffee up their butt, just so we're clear.
Exactly.
There's a therapeutic roast. There's a butt roast coffee.
That's a great name for a band. Butt
roast coffee.
Butt roast coffee. The merch would be fantastic.
Yes.
Feel free to take that, anybody. Butt roast coffee. Right on. All right. Yeah, caffeine without food. It's a drug. You're going to have a certain effect
Yes.
from it.
Yeah.
And, people get certain effects. It is a concentrated bean juice. Sometimes it'd be like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom right now. You just drank concentrated bean juice.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Right on. All right. Nicotine.
Nicotine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
following
nicotine.
caffeine.
There's nicotine in nightshades.
Nightshades.
Potatoes have nicotinic acid in it.
Potatoes have Can I smoke a potato?
So when I work with like autistic kids or kids that are highly sensitive, often they have to be treated for the nicotinic acid that they're getting exposure to. So you have to desensitize their nervous system to stress responses that it's learned in response to even foods,
Food, yeah.
right? And so, yeah, there's nicotine in certain foods. Slightly different. It's smaller doses. It's the nicotinic acid form of it. I choose to know how much the dose is, to be quite honest. But yeah, it's there. I see it. I have to treat people. It comes up. So, yeah. Little
So
known
on the
fact.
list of, from my perspective,
Yeah.
Charlie, you can fact check me too. On the list of foods or things, highest in nicotine or nicotinic acid, nicotinamide.
Yeah, and I'd have to see it's nicotine.
Okay.
And potatoes have a nicotine
Yeah, so it's
molecule
tobacco
in it.
and then nightshades. Tobacco, white potato, eggplant, peppers. Am I wrong, Charles?
For all the
Like in that
sources
order.
of nicotine.
Not all of them, but nightshades. But
Tomatoes too, all
yeah,
tomatoes.
tomatoes. Yeah, they're nightshades as well. But tobacco is like number one.
Yeah.
That's the most, and it's also a sacred plant of
Correct.
indigenous peoples.
Yeah,
Right.
across the board.
Boom. So that's the highest, and then nightshades behind it. White potato, eggplant, tomatoes, peppers behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And depending how your body responds to it, or it's how it's been trained to respond to it, it can have a
Cool.
tomatoes, red tomatoes, pureed tomatoes, green tomatoes, pulp, whatever, eggplant, cauliflower. Cauliflower. Look at
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't have thought.
Nicotine leaf
cauliflower.
low, nicotine leaf high. Levels of nicotine in plant sources. Yeah, so cauliflower's in there. Cauliflower's not a nightshade, is it? It's a cruciferous vegetable.
Correct.
I don't know. It's
All right,
it comes up multiple times. I don't know.
Green
Yeah,
tomatoes,
I can dig it.
pureed tomatoes.
Beautiful. All right, so nicotine. So however your body has been built up or learned or trained to react or respond to nightshades or nicotine, it can have. Some people react poorly to nightshades.
Correct.
Right? There are nightshades
Yeah.
allergies.
Yeah.
It can cause cytokine storm almost in some people, right?
Yeah.
Alas,
Arthritis. People with some of the arthritic stuff, they don't want to eat nightshades because they hurt terribly after. Tomatoes.
other people, nightshades have the entirely opposite effect on them.
Correct.
How the fuck does that happen? Is that training the body to have this response to it, or the source of it?
I think some of it is how, Because if they're eating it, like let's talk tomatoes, let's just get down to a single ingredient.
I love
so
that. Yeah.
a lot of people with rheumatoid arthritis or some of the arthritic conditions will avoid eating red tomatoes. Remember, I'm
Green
trying to
tomato
remember.
too, yeah.
They'll eat yellow tomatoes but I almost wonder what the nicotine content of the yellow tomatoes versus the red tomatoes is, because the red tomatoes are known to really exacerbate, and so they'll feel worse. I also think they've got massive leaky gut if they've got that in the first place. So first off, are the responders, the people that are responding well to said ingredient, do they have a more intact gut immune system? Thus, they filter out and they keep certain things in the gut and they filter into the body some of the ingredients. Whereas other people that have a super leaky gut, like these people, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, you got a terribly leaky gut. I mean, something's allowing things to leak into the immune system at the gut level, and then it circulates into the joints and it's eroding the joints, right? That's just a real rough
I think it's very
example
concise, yeah.
of, but
Perfect.
It's leaking into the bloodstream on the other side of the gut and circulating through. So if someone has a more intact system, do they keep what belongs in the gut, and then only the ingredients that they require circulate through? I choose to do a little more research on what the action is of some of those and how so smoking, getting things through our lungs is not always the best way. And if we are doing it that way, we better be really clean on what we're choosing to inhale that way, because the smoke itself is somewhat irritating to the lungs. So delivery mechanism matters as well. So getting it through other sources, getting clean products, cleaner the better, and choose your delivery system.
Beautiful.
That's all I say. And then some of us do have different responses to things, right? It's like, how much caffeine can I do versus someone who's able to drink caffeine right before they go to bed and sleep fine.
Yeah. I think that's a great caveat to put on any of these things is YMMV. Your mileage may vary. You know, you are your own person. Your nicotine level is different. Your caffeine level is different. You got to find out what works for you.
And quality matters. That's all I just say. Just like people research your quality.
I love that guy, mass spec operator. When I started doing, even before I started doing the nicotine pouches, so that's what I chose as my delivery system, as a cognitive boost.
Yeah.
Before I would go into a grappling class, I would take one and notice that, I like to do it before a podcast, keep me sharp.
Yeah.
But plenty of great books have been written on coffee and cigarettes.
Yeah.
But the delivery system, mass spec operator, he takes these things and put it through a mass spectrometer and sees what the purity level is.
Yeah.
And he did Zins, he did a couple different brands, and he was like, hey, this flavor is, okay, here, it's a huge nicotine spike, and there's cinnamon, natural cinnamon. Some of the other flavors had synthetic coolants in them, or these artificial flavors, or limol or thymol, or it's just synthetic things. He was like, "Hey, these are the cleanest ones." I was like, "Cool, I will do cinnamon then." Yeah, because it has nothing.
It's natural cinnamon.
I believe so. Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah,
cool.
Or cinnamon, cinnamon oil derived from cinnamon.
Yeah,
yeah. But people are like, do this brand, do that brand, do this brand. And he's like, I'm doing Taco Bell meat next, or Mountain Dew, Code Red. Fucking wild shit, dude. Yeah. But he's cool. Yeah. Check your source. If you want to get into smoking tobacco, grow your own tobacco from great seeds.
Exactly.
Dry it yourself, roll it up and smoke it. Yeah. Use it medicinally. Food is medicine.
Versus buying it from big mass-produced, sprayed on the fields, etc.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Huge difference, yeah.
So, and I still like to talk about the fact that our lungs are very sensitive to smoke. And if you can find a better delivery system, go for it.
Yeah. A pouch or
and no judgment if someone is choosing to do that.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
As long as they've consented.
Exactly.
I don't think half the people know what they've consented to. They're not researching. They're just, it's like, oh, I've heard nicotine's good, safe nowadays. I'm just going to smoke. Great. Is it a Camel?
Right?
Is it a Camel cigarette? Like we're not talking Apple. That's totally different than what we're talking about. Here.
Agreed. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're signing up for Philip Morris instead of this ancient medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watching some videos of people using tobacco as medicine. I think it was in what's this called? Michael Pollan's thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he got his little
This is your mind on plants. Yeah.
yeah, your mind on plants. His little tobacco ceremony. He didn't smoke or anything like that. It was like here's
Tobacco
a minister or shaman person was like blast up the nose, and he was like, "Ow, my brain's on fire." He had to sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll change your mind.
I haven't seen his that one on hit. I've watched a lot of
The
it.
audiobook is really good, and he reads it.
Did you read the book? How to Change Your Mind? Or no?
No.
How to Change Your Mind, and This Is Your Mind on Plants. Those
This is
two
Mind on
are-
Plants, yeah. How to Change Your Mind was
That one's great too. Yeah.
tip top magoo. But yeah, he did it's on Netflix now.
Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah,
Whoever dude.
and he did. He was doing the ayahuasca ceremony with his wife, and she had some trauma over her dad passing and some kind of unresolved stuff. And they had her drink tobacco juice, and she just described it as like fire down her spine kind of thing, but it helped something. So
Down the spine.
Down
I don't know,
the
where,
spine.
where all the nerves are connected.
Great.
Yeah. I may have drank tobacco juice once or twice. Not in that kind of way, but
out of the spit can.
yeah, in North Carolina, that's when Cherry Skull was big, and somebody had a cheer wine, which is like cherry cola.
Yeah.
And they were spitting in it. I got close to my nose. I couldn't tell because it was cherry on cherry, and I was like, googly moogly, there's chewing tobacco in here. Right on. So nicotine, not bad. In foods we eat, body knows what to do with it. There's plenty of nicotinamide receptors. Am I close on that?
I think so.
Nicotinamide. Can you Google nicotine content of yellow tomatoes? I like that question. I was like-
Versus red.
versus
I was
red,
more
yeah.
curious, when they are avoiding red ones
Mm-hmm.
and they'll only eat yellow ones, mainly because their rheumatologist has told them. And I'm curious if they really are lower. No difference between yellow and red. It's interesting. They will tell me they can tell their joints hurt more after, but they've read something. So maybe they're
Placebo effect.
conditioned to believe the red is worse than the yellow.
Interesting.
And maybe it's something different. There's probably different acid content. And if their gut's leaky, it's leaky.
What's the color? What makes it red? What's the coloration for red vegetables? Anthros something or other? Starts with an A. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
close. But it's
What makes food red color? The thing that makes red
lycopene. I think it's lycopene. I was like,
makes tomato. I thought it started with an A. It's all red vegetables.
lycopene.
Well, the red lycopene pigment is
Lycopene.
produced and stored in the tomato cells. It's a keratin.
I know that like ketchup has more lycopene in it because it's dehydrated down, or tomato
Concentrated, yeah.
paste.
It's just everything says lycopene, but that's specifically tomatoes. It could be different for other things.
What's the fucking thing I'm thinking about here? Just put what makes vegetables red? What's the thing that makes vegetables red? The thing? I don't know. What makes vegetables red?
What?
Maybe not vegetables red.
Yeah, because
What was
tomatoes
it?
are
Throw
fruit.
an A.
Maybe it's different.
Anthocyanins.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one. That's not in tomatoes?
Tomatoes are
Specifically
fruit.
Lycopene. What the
Yeah.
fuck? Okay, remember just red and
Hold
pink
on.
colors in vegetables are primarily due to the presence of two types of plant pigments,
Carotenoids.
anthocyanins and carotenoids, specifically lycopene. So lycopene is a carotenoid.
Yeah.
These compounds are anthocyanins are rather soluble, concentrated pH of the plant tissue. Lycopene, but a powerful antioxidant, main ingredient responsible for red color in tomatoes, watermelon, and other fruits and vegetables. Cool. I didn't think I was off. I know a little bit about food.
Anthocyanins.
Anthocyanins. Right on. Cool. Food good. Good food. Even better.
Yep.
Love it. All right, nicotine.
Check.
Check. Protein, I think we hit on a little bit.
Protein's key.
Oh, please continue.
You. If you saw, so my husband's vegetarian.
I was going to say, you're going to offend the vegans and vegetarians. Look out.
And my husband's vegetarian, grew up vegetarian, has never eaten meat in his entire life.
Oh, we got to sneak him a piece of bacon.
So, yeah. here's what I'll say. Protein's key. You can get vegetarian protein. It is way less effective and efficient in the body. Even more important than protein, in my opinion, is animal fats. For me, fat stands for from animal tissue. So that's how, if it's fat, it's good. If it's from a quality source. So if it's from animal tissue, your body needs it in order to build the cell membrane. It needs it to make copper work. You can't make energy if you don't have copper functional in the body. And the animal fats are what make copper work. So you got to have that protein to run things. You've got to have the animal fats. And that's where we went really far astray in the 1950s when things went low fat. And then, of course, it was margarine now, right? So you swapped out the from animal tissue form of butter, real butter.
Yeah.
And it's now margarine, which is from vegetables.
Emulsified oil.
Emulsified oils. And it's just, you can't run your mitochondria. You can't create flow of electrons and create an energetic spark without animal fat. You got to get that animal fat in there in high qualities and good qualities. And so we are third generation deficient in many of these fats now and so people are like, well, I started eating butter. How long you done it? It's got to be seasons and cycles. Just like if you're going to repair a farm, it's not buying some farm that was farmed or inorganically, and it's not like, oh, well, I started composting and it's better. No, it takes effort over time and seasons. Same thing with getting these fats. There's this download of retinol from animal fat in a mom. In the third trimester, there's this download of copper and retinol vitamin A into a baby that is like an endowment fund. It's like a gift. If mom is first generation deficient, then you've got second generation deficient and third generation deficient. What do you think is going to happen to these kids? And we're actually seeing it happen. And they've actually done these studies in cats. There's what's his name? He did some interesting studies. They're all black and white. You can see videos of his cat, Pottinger's cats. So Pottinger's cats, you can find some YouTube videos on his research with cats. First generation cats that were deficient in all of the animal fats and the sinews because they eat, rodents that are wild and everything. So when they started giving them kibble, and instead of their raw meat from rodents that were killed, first generation, they started noticing that they had coordination issues. They just weren't quite as coordinated. Second generation, they noticed that if they were dropped down off of a certain distance, that they wouldn't land on their feet. So now you've lost complete reflexes in these cats.
Wow, that's a cat thing.
And third generation, they became infertile.
Oh, fuck, hit him right in the...
Right?
Wow.
So what do we think some of these not eating some of this animal fat stuff has done in the human genome, right? Well, what's going on with fertilities these days? We are now third generation deficient in some of these nutrients and minerals that basically moms birthed and gave to the child. So then we start eating them again and people are like, well, I've done it for a month. Great, keep going because we've got generations. So in these cats, it took 4 generations of getting them back into healthy, normal diets before they actually reversed all of the signs and symptoms that they had seen in the 3 generations of kibble feed.
That is wild. Wow. Yeah, there's I was just listening to a podcast they were talking about that. Like the birth rate in Japan is like scary.
Yeah.
And not just Japan, but there's a global situation.
Yeah, it's global. It's huge. reproductive system is very sensitive to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is when your body makes energy inefficiently in the mitochondria. And the byproduct, what happens is when we make energy, which is called ATP in the human body, we make 2 molecules of water, which most people don't realize. So there's this water that is created in our tissues. When we make inefficient energy, we actually make hydrogen peroxide and not water. And then our body has to do a lot of extra work to denature that hydrogen peroxide, turn it into water. Or if it doesn't, it actually kills the mitochondria, and the body literally will take the mitochondria offline. Decoupling mechanism is what it's called, where the body will detect that there's such inefficient energy being made that water is not being made as the byproduct. Hydrogen peroxide is piling up. We end up with what's called hydroxyl radicals, and the mitochondria, the body will, if it's able to, will decouple that mitochondria. Hello, depression.
Wow.
Right?
Holy
Energy shut down is because things are piling up, and the body does it preventively, because if you let that continue, you end up with cancer. So the body will keep taking mitochondria offline, and eventually, if it can't keep up with decoupling, then you end up with mitochondria that keep running at that deficit, and it creates DNA damage. So you have this whole downline, and animal fat is required to run that mitochondria.
Wow.
Copper is required to run that mitochondria. And the combo of animal fat with copper is what creates the efficient energy production.
And we can get that through diet.
Copper, beef liver.
I would
has
say liver.
A ton of, and retinol.
Retinol,
So
yeah.
the beef liver is like a one-stop shop for pretty much everything. Whole foods, like plant foods, have a lot. So anything with vitamin C has copper at its core. So once again, getting those, and there's your carnivore diet. Get if you're doing carnivore diet, get some organ meats. Mix them in.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get some of those things you're missing
Yes.
in the plant kingdom. Why? Because the cow grazed on grass that hopefully had copper in the soil.
Exactly.
Really, we get right down to the nutrients of the soils if we're really talking about what food is, what's happening.
It's all downstream.
It's all downstream.
Yeah.
So our health really is tied to the soils and the nutrients that are available in that soils. And guess what's taken out of the soils with all the Roundup and all the Paraquat and all of the chemicals is it chelates copper. Leaves iron.
Too much iron in the blood.
Leaves iron in the soil, chelates the copper out of it, and we don't have that contrast. And copper is what keeps iron under control. It's like the supervisor. There's partners and pairs in the body. It's never about a single nutrient. It's like if iron's going high or if someone's anemic, what's happening to copper? Because guess what? Copper is what dictates what's happening there.
Well,
So,
balance.
balance.
Interesting. Wild. From animal tissue.
From
Fat.
animal tissue.
I love that. Can you touch on, I mean, this has become big, new-ish. I mean, it's been since the 50s, since we have margarine and emulsified oils. But the hype around seed oils.
What
Or
about it?
Pros, cons, however you feel about it. I mean, I could think, just by this conversation, I could probably go somewhere with it, but.
I don't think they're all bad. I mean, there is a certain ratio of omega-6s to omega-3s in the body that runs things,
Yes.
right? But part of the conversation about the seed oils is how much are we getting? How is that seed oil produced? How old is that seed oil before we use it? And how was it extracted from the seed in the first place? Because they're using hexavalent chemicals in order to like milk oil out of a seed that's not readily and able to release oil. And so you have an oxidized molecule in a lot of these seed oils before it even hits production, like before it's even bottled, right? It's already toxic because of the chemicals they've done in it. So if you're getting corn oil from eating corn, because there's going to be some oil in the corn, great. That's as nature intended. Nature didn't intend us to extract corn oil using a bunch of hexavalent chemicals or toxic chemicals and then call it healthy and call it same usability as corn. So even like flaxseed oil, things like that, there, as soon as you break the shell of a seed, it starts to oxidize. So your clock starts to tick. So even, you know, like people use flaxseed oil in healing protocols. Often I'll tell people, don't even buy the oil at the store. It's toxic. It's rancid. It's old. I'm like, fresh grind some flaxseed and put ground flaxseed on your food at a tablespoon per day. So I tend to get these right from the ingredient, right from the seed, right from the corn, right from whatever grain or seed you're using.
Beautiful. Yeah, the whole food. Beautiful.
Whole food source.
Yeah. Again, you know, the trickle downstream of it, and you know, instead of this rancid flaxseed oil that is oxidized clearly because it's already been broken and it's put some
For
kind of
6
stabilizer.
months before it even got there.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's in a refrigerator, but guess what? It's still oxidizing, and it's in a plastic bottle half the time.
Nice. I got those down here too. Yeah, BPAs and whatnot. But yeah, getting it from flaxseed. Let's go there. So seed oils, they are processed heavily.
Correct.
Sometimes you can get really good. I mean, what's his name? I talked about Aaron Adams lots of times when Farm Spirit was first thing. He was a vegan restaurant, but sourced everything as local as possible. His first course was bread and butter. Butter was this really nice. It wasn't grapeseed. It might have been. It was a seed that was local, and he emulsified it. Pardon me, and turned it into butter, and it was fucking awesome and delicious, and it tasted like, wow, that's beautiful. It might have been sunflower seed. I think it was sunflower seed.
Yeah.
I was like, that's immaculate.
Yeah.
You know, no oxidation, no nothing, or very little, and it was a pure whole food, as close as you can come to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the people who are on the fence about seed oils, look at the processing to make that into food. You know, when they process it, it does not look like something you want to put in your body. You know, it's used as diesel fuel and machine lubricant.
Yeah.
And then they, you know, deodorized it and purified it and bleached it to make it look like, you know, other oils. And that's food?
Yeah.
No.
And it's one of the most Roundup ready crops there are is the rapeseed or
Rapeseed, yep.
canola.
Canola. What's
oil.
canola? Yeah.
They didn't like the rape.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's something too, you know, to make, you know, this much oil, you're getting a concentrated form of that product.
Yes.
So
And
you're
a
also
field and a half worth of Roundup.
a field and a half worth of Roundup.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Switching back to protein real quick. You know, I like organic grass-fed whey protein. Who the fuck's that? What, Small Eats is up there?
No, it's Jordan.
Oh, Jordan's here.
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
He's moving the amps down.
Okay. Organic grass-fed whey protein. That's what I like. When Stefan started doing it, he was getting something that was pea protein. And I was like, Holmes, you're eating a desiccated,
Yeah.
concentrated product of a commodified commercial sprayed with Roundup fucking thing.
Yeah,
The
be
amount
real
of
picky when you get into any of the vegetarian protein powders or protein substitutes because they are way higher in heavy metal content.
heavy
because of
metals.
the-
We talked about it
because
with
of
Dave,
the-
oats.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of the pea protein powders have tested way off the charts and way worse. Like is it Orgain? Is that what it's a protein powder? You see it at Costco, the big.
I think that's it.
Yeah, it's a big bucket of it. Yeah.
They have the kids' drinks with it. I mean, they're all pretty high in heavy metal.
Heavy metals,
So
yeah.
and once again, you don't look at the companies stats on that, you got to find third party.
Exactly.
Really, it's the third party research that shows how, because the company's just marketing.
Yeah. People think that, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to eat these oats
Protein powders.
or protein powders or like, you're getting just concentrated gaga.
Yeah.
And it's going to fucking kill you and make you super sick, dude.
Yeah.
There's other ways to go about it.
Yeah. You're going to be better with whey protein, to be
Whey
quite
protein.
honest.
Yeah.
Or collagen or, some of the animal protein powders, with the exception of the people that are vegan and really don't want any of that in them. It's interesting. Quentin, my husband, won't, but I've gotten him on a beef protein powder. Took a little bit.
Yeah. He's okay with it?
Yes. I'm trying to remember the brand. I get it. It's one of the ones that's tested cleaner. He orders it now, so I don't see the brand.
Oh, nice. He even
often.
orders it. Good for him. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Protein. You need it. I mean, like everything else. Know the source. And, eat it as clean as possible. You need that shit. You need that shit.
And you need the plants too, but they gotta be clean.
Yeah. Exactly.
And grow them yourself.
If possible, I think.
Whenever possible.
Whenever possible, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Keep it as close as possible. I love that.
And you don't have to grow everything. I just think there's something energetically about saying, I've grown this and it sustains me. And I also use stuff from other people. But taking that energetic effort to grow, like it could be a tomato plant on your porch. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Just something that you take a little bit of ownership of and you tend.
Yeah. Nurturing something and watching it live and
And
grow.
plants that grow in your space are resilient to the stressors in your environment. And so on an energetic kind of frequency basis, if it's resilient to the stressors in your environment, it gives you an antidote to the unique stressors in your environment when you grow it yourself, and so I always say that's the microcosm of your home. And then you go to farmers markets and now you have produce and things that is grown in your region that is resilient and also is only the things that are resilient enough survive. So they have an antidote to or a neutralizer to some stressors that are in that environment. So that microcosm going to bigger into the farmer's market. So you get your region and you just start getting things from different sources instead of something that comes from 3,500 miles away or whatever that was trucked in here and
Exactly.
whatever was grown in some mass-produced whatever, which we all get some of that.
Commercial farms, yeah, it happens. Let's put a pin in it real quick. I drank a lot of fluid. Deodorant.
Binders.
Binders?
Yeah.
Like a 3-ring binder? Sticking on there?
No, like activated charcoal or bentonite clay mask at night. Leave it on 10 minutes, shower it off. It's amazing.
The clay you could use for your teeth, right? And charcoal, right? Are we back on? We're back on, right?
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
I haven't worn deodorant in probably 20 years or something like that.
No one should.
Yeah. No one should. Maybe we'll put that down, circle that down here.
I get the stuff that's like the no aluminum.
Yeah, better do that. Yeah. I found a Canadian company, then I can't remember the name. I choose to remember the name. I order it from Canada. My sister turned me on to it when I was up there, and they do sell here in the States. And it's just an essential oil based. I use it for my kids.
Nice. That's the route I kind of went. Like if I'm going out and I got to be in public, like when we went to dinner, I'll take a little like clove oil or frankincense oil
Yeah,
and
it's like all you need.
done.
But sometimes we're detoxing stuff, and it's like sometimes one pit and not the other.
Yeah, I swear. This one really smells like basil. It's like, woof, like weed and
Yeah.
basil.
And you can do bentonite clay mask.
Right on.
Throw some activated charcoal in with it, and you'll kind of kill two birds with one stone. They probably bind slightly different things. They'll just pull it right out through the skin. Detox probably the lymph nodes or
The lymphs,
sweat
yeah,
glands or
exactly.
something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay with my stink. If nobody else is okay with my stink, it's all right. It's, I'm around
Hey,
food most
what
of the
I
time.
have a hard time with is all the other smells everybody's
Yeah,
wearing, all
right?
the perfumes and
That's the worst. People come in the shop sometimes, little old ladies, and they smell like, ugh, I got to burn herbs or something, like, or grab like one of these Palo Santos and walk around the shop with it, because that will make me
Yeah.
nauseous.
The other one is fabric softener.
Oh, I haven't used that in years either.
It's like I can smell it on clients sometimes. Like I can hardly handle being in the room while they're finishing up. I'm like, oh, who uses that stuff still? Ugh.
Like heavy duty cleaning stuff gets me as well.
Yep.
I could walk into a restaurant sometimes, just be like, oh, I'm off put by the smell of it.
Yep.
We use Windex for the mirrors and shit like that. Even that sometimes will hit me. But for the floors and everything, we use Simple Green. I'm okay with that one.
Yeah.
Especially it's concentrated so you can water it down. Like cleaning solutions.
Yeah.
Oof.
I think people don't realize if we use these cleaning solutions, our brain feels tired afterwards. We've shut down the mitochondria in our brain, right? That's the reality of it. Like, how many people feel good after cleaning their shower? If they
Charlie,
don't,
how often do you clean your shower and you feel good about it?
do you feel good after?
Yeah, I mean, I use a Mr. Clean Magic eraser. I'm not like spraying a ton of chemicals.
That's a magic eraser. Yeah, that doesn't have smell.
Yeah.
Does it have smell? No. Isn't that just that rubber thing? That little.
Yeah, it's got like
fountain
the
thing?
concentrated Mr. Clean on it, and you just
It's like micro
Yeah.
sandpaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great for cleaning.
There's better cleaners, but
For sure. I use a Mrs. Myers. I spray the Mrs. Myers around.
Mrs. Myers?
Yeah.
Michael Myers' mom?
The Mrs. Myers, like everyday cleaning solutions, like lemon and vinegar or something.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
Right on.
I work next to a nail salon, and they have a bucket of Fabuloso.
Bucket.
They must have a bucket because they just dump it out on the sidewalk every night or every couple nights.
Fabuloso.
It's like a all-purpose cleaner, like 409 or something like that. But it's really strong, distinctive smell, and it like it's their next door. They just dump it in the sidewalk out behind. It just comes in the back door, and we're just like, oh, it's Fabuloso Day, like slowly bleaching away the pavement. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Okay, just dump it in the dumpster.
Ruin
At
your
least
mitochondria with the Fabuloso. Right on. You've mentioned this a couple times, mitochondria. So this kind of ties into it a little bit. My next one I had down here, we did the caffeine, did the nicotine, did the protein, another ene, creatine. Thoughts, perspectives on creatine?
I think it can be helpful for some people. I've had some. Interestingly, I have a patient who's 80, and she's a power lifter, and she has been powerlifting for 5 years.
She started at 75 powerlifting.
She got diagnosed with bone loss, osteopenia at the beginning. She started picking up powerlifting, and she started using creatine and doesn't do well with it at all. I don't remember exactly what her issue was, but she had a horrible reaction to it. She's the only person I've had an issue with it. I think, once again, we're bio-individual, but I think, we can benefit from using it. Most
Interesting.
people.
Occurs naturally in foods, right on, but people supplement it.
Correct.
Specifically, it was big in the bodybuilding, weightlifting community for the longest time. And, I was talking to Charlie about it. We were just talking about it last week, right? I think. But it like kind of pumps water into your muscles and whatnot. But it also does the ATP thing, right? So it can, or maybe does. It's like one of the most researched supplements out there. Produce ATP to fuel mitochondria for the cellular function.
Yeah.
On all
I just
places.
look at it as if someone doesn't have efficiency built up, maybe that's what she was having issues with. She was still producing ATP.
Okay.
But she was probably pushing hydrogen peroxide as the byproduct. So rather than getting actually water, 2 molecules of water as a byproduct of it. And so I would just say, if we're pushing metabolism and we don't have an efficiency in it, we can have things go wrong because we're pushing oxidative stress.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I think most people could probably handle trying it. But I have had, I start paying attention when someone's had a really bad reaction to something that made total sense. She lives half the year in Mexico and half the year up here. And so I wasn't seeing her when she started using it. She came back and she told me about her reaction to it. It's been long enough ago, I don't even remember what her symptoms were, but she had to quit it. And my only thought was she pushed oxidative stress and didn't have, byproduct of oxidative stress at the bone level is going to be osteoporosis, right? Can't. To knit your connective tissue together, both strong and flexible, requires copper building something called lysyl oxidase. So copper, once again, in the fray of things. And if you get iron stuck in your bone marrow, you've got more iron than copper in your bone marrow, and your ratio is off, that is a recipe for osteoporosis. But that also means that your mitochondria in your bone are also going to be operating out of balance because they have way too much iron and not enough copper to run efficiency as well. So the tissue that shows problems, the mitochondria of that tissue can't make enough energy and water, ATP and water, to keep that tissue healthy.
And then do you run into the shutting down of or decoupling of mitochondria from that as well?
In anywhere in the body, yeah. And that's DNA damage. The pressure that your body gets when it can't make water. People don't realize we make water in the human body. That's like just... And when you realize whatever tissue is having issues, if you have a disc issue in your lumbar spine, the mitochondria of your disc in your lumbar spine are inefficient and don't have some minerals in balance and can't make enough water and energy to keep that tissue healthy.
And you get
when you get right down to the whatever tissue you talk about.
Beautiful. I never heard of nobody having a reaction to creatine. I've done a little bit of search on it, and it's like, it's 99.9% of population handles it fine.
Yeah.
And 100% that was her situation, was creatine? Like she stopped the creatine and it was
everything.
Good? Wow.
Her issue got better.
That's good.
I'll see her again sometime.
Yeah.
And she's in Mexico.
Yeah, it was creatine monohydrate. It was in different...
it's been several months.
All right, cool.
It's been a bit.
Right on. That's interesting, too, because my line of questioning was kind of specific to females. I watched a couple podcasts recently, local doctor, Dr. Tina.
Yeah, I know Dr. Tina.
You do? Right on. Talking about creatine for women specifically. Those, what's it called, perimenopause, premenopause, getting to menopause.
Yeah.
And the benefits they can get from that. Not only from taking creatine, but you can just take creatine.
Yeah.
But taking creatine and exercising, specifically doing, squats, deadlifts, things for the lower body to offset or prevent sarcopenia, like muscle loss, right? And osteoporosis.
Correct.
Get a big ass, get big thighs, and this will help you later on in life.
I think as long as they're doing that in conjunction with a healthy diet, getting real animal, I think nothing beats getting food as it was intended to be in nature. So there's no shortcut to a bad American diet, right? If you're eating an American diet and you're eating burgers and fries and you're really not getting high quality protein at each meal, creatine is just going to be a Band-Aid for it. It's probably still going to show some benefit to something, but food first, then add some of these other things on board, especially if you're doing some weightlifting or some power building. Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah, I know, grappling and in the grappling sphere, a lot of those guys are weightlifters and everything, but getting that high intensity workout and then, using all your muscles like that, getting them sufficiently hydrated and pumping them up with some creatine, the recovery time is a big deal. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
And punching it up recently too, Could you pull up creatine and Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, one of them? So you mentioned before, gut-brain connection. Creatine is this source that we get from food. We could also supplement it. It also does the ATP thing in a healthy gut biome. So if your gut is getting a bump of ATP, mitochondria are firing in your gut, you're going to have this brain connection and things are going to be jiving cool up there.
Yeah.
Is that somewhat accurate?
Yes. But also realize that our brain, many parts of our brain have 2 million mitochondria per cell. Whereas the rest of our body going to be more in the 10,000, 1,000 in a muscle, right? So like the magnitude of mitochondria you have to have firing and working well for cognitive brain to be lit up and do well is a lot,
Yes.
right? So the brain is going to show a dimming effect almost faster than any other part of the body.
Yes.
Right? Because it's gonna, if you need 2 million running, it takes a whole 10 times more energy to run the brain than any other part of the body.
Yes.
Per se. So you look at it, and anything you can do to boost energy production anywhere is going to improve some of the brain function. But brain is made of what?
Fat.
Fat.
Yeah.
So you also need to get your fats going. Lots of good fats.
Beautiful.
So, and the gut-brain connection is key. I mean, it's how everything, if you have a leaky gut, you've also got a leaky gut-brain connection. And so the more you can seal the gut, the more you're going to heal the brain, because now you have two barriers in the body that are starting to heal over.
Yeah.
In layman's terms.
Yeah. I could dig it.
So
I appreciate the layman's terms. I ain't super smart. I ain't a doctor.
I try.
I do a podcast, though, so I'm basically a scientist. Right on. Look at this. Boost cognition in Alzheimer's patients. Where's this? KU? Kansas? Kentucky? Something? I've been seeing it popping up more and more about...
University of Kansas.
Yeah. Things, these brain situations, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's.
Add fat with it.
Add fat. I like that, yeah.
Then the root cause of Alzheimer's is I don't know.
You don't know?
The more you say I don't know,
Oh.
your brain's going to keep shutting down. Your body just offers up. Yeah.
You got me on that one. Yeah, okay. You're like, I don't know. It's like, no, you do know.
The more we say I don't know, kind of shuts down the brain.
Go find the fuck out.
Yeah.
You don't know, yeah.
I choose to know.
Choose to know.
I'll go find out.
Go be curious.
I'm curious to know.
Yeah. I will create an answer.
Yeah.
I will find...
Because our body's listening. I don't know. Keep saying I don't know. Keep saying I don't know, and just keep shutting down the brain. All cognitive stuff comes from I don't know. Well, how about we choose to? How
choose
about we're
to.
curious?
Yeah.
How about I'll find out? That's the next thing I'll look up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
Yeah. That's a saying in kitchens. A chef comes up to you and asks you a question. The answer is yes, no, or I don't know. If the answer is I don't know,
Go find out.
Go find the fuck out right now. Ain't no fucking
It
hurt.
really should be. I'll go find out.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, creatine. I'm on board with creatine. It works good for me personally.
especially if you're working out.
Yeah, if you're doing the work too. I don't even measure it no more. People say like 5 to 10 grams or something like that. I heard recently too, if you got insufficient sleep and you don't feel rested, throw a healthy
Wad.
wood in there and you're going to get that brain boost. It's going to give you that ATP to fuel some mitochondria because your brain is fucking jiving. It needs energy. Like you said, there's 2 million in a little bit, and in a muscle, it's like 1,000, right? So your brain is using fuel wildly.
Hugely.
Like we was talking about, like you don't see no fat chess players. You sit there, their fucking brain is going a jillion miles an hour and their heart rate's at 140 and they're sitting there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're burning so much fucking fuel, there's no time to get fat.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Yeah, but
No time to eat either.
No time to eat either? They got plenty of time to eat. Some of them are starting to make money. It's good. But yeah, throwing a wood in there, I don't even measure it anymore. You know, we were talking about loading phase and stuff like that. I don't fucking know. Creatine. One of my favorite guys to lean into it when I start having more questions about it is Dr. Andy Galpin. You familiar with him? He does a lot of sports guys and stuff like that, like sports.
Galpin?
Galpin, yeah. He did a 4-part series with Huberman.
Yeah.
But I went to him specifically and started looking at, he's got some egghead papers out there, like, what do you call them, like medical things, about creatine specifically.
Yeah.
They're fucking good, man. He's like, my kids are 7 and 9. I give it to them every day. You know, my wife takes it every day.
Yeah.
It's like, it's good. I was like, all right, cool, man. So I'm going to try it on myself first. But I'm in my circle of people, you know, there's some people that are in their 40s that may be approaching, you know, a certain stage of life. I'm like, I don't know, do some squats and take creatine.
Yeah.
You know?
Up your protein.
Yeah, absolutely.
In general.
Eat beef all the fucking time.
And really, if they can, if they're open to it, incorporate some organ meats.
Yeah. For people who are opposed to eating liver or testicles or anything like that, what do you recommend for that?
Will they take a pill?
Yeah.
Like beef liver pills?
That's what I do.
Or are
Yeah.
they still anti? Yeah.
No, desiccated liver?
A desiccated ones, yeah.
Yeah.
If I always tell people I've tried beef liver, and man, oh man, it is an acquired taste.
That's one way to put it.
And I'll take the pills, thank you very much. But or find someone who knows how to make it and teaches you how to make it really well. That's what I'll say. But I think there's, I mean, my sister's Chinese medicine up in Canada, so there's nothing as good as organ meats for nurturing the body. Like they're key.
Yeah. I mean, when animals go on a pack, like when wolves kill an animal, the alpha eats the liver.
Yeah.
They get to go first and eat the liver. When native tribes would kill an animal, the liver first.
Yeah.
You know, they sprinkle the bile on it, the bile salts.
Yeah.
And that's how you ate it.
Yeah.
That's the most nutritious part. That's
Yeah.
where you're going to get the most nutrients from it, and
Yeah.
the body's going to know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, desiccated liver. That's what I recommend to people
That's
too.
what I do too.
It's like, I don't know how to cook it. It's going to smell at my house, and I don't know how to do it. Cool. Order these pills. Take a handful of them every day. Good to go.
I have patients that tell me I love liver. My mom used to make liver. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Go make it.
Do it.
Start eating it.
Yeah. Once a
But
week.
most of us are just like, pills are good.
Yeah.
And I also think, you know, the average person is 6 pills a day. And really, if someone's, you know, the high end is more in the 18 pills per day. So I always tell people flex up or down depending on what sounds good to you. There's times where I look at it and I'm like, nah, I don't even know why I'm repulsed by it. I might still take 2 that day instead of the 6. And then there's some days I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with it. And I just full on pour a handful out and take them. So for me, I do a little bit of an intuitive dosing, but they're great. And if someone's having allergies, they need kidney tissue because it's got the enzymes that breaks histamines down. Yeah. You get like an organ complex or kidney tissue. Diamine oxidase is the highest in kidney tissue. Then if someone needs CoQ10, it's heart. So many of these companies will have like organ complex, which will have heart and kidney and spleen. And so those are really nice to get on board during seasonal stuff, rotate through.
Beautiful.
So
Yeah, I like what you said there. You know, some days you're repulsed by it, you still force 2 down. Some days you're just like, oh, I'm going to eat a handful of them. Listening to your body is a big part of it too.
big.
Yeah.
And if I have the flu, I don't have any. It's like I do electrolytes and water. It's like, look at supplements. I'm like, I know it's probably better for me to have some, but it takes energy to use them.
Yep.
And when I'm already super low in energy, low enough that I got sick, I don't do much of anything other than minerals and electrolytes and hydrate, and none of the beef liver and anything else. Just everything else kind of pauses.
Beautiful.
So
Love it. Cool.
cool.
That's the Eanes right there. couple more things. I mean, I could talk for hours about this. It's fascinating to me. It's cool. I appreciate you coming in so much, just having somebody with a professional level of experience to rap with it. You know, me going on and be like, wow, what does fucking creatine do? It's like I get 1,000 different answers.
Cool.
That was bananas. That was so good. I mean, for real, I feel like I could just shoot questions at you for 6 hours. I could come see you at your clinic, and you can get paid for that, though. So we could do that. Tell the people the name of your clinic again. I wrote it down here somewhere. I don't know which.
Rejuvenance. Rejuvenance.
Rejuvenance. And we'll tag that in the Spotify and the thing. And that's out in Camas, right?
It is in Camas.
Are you
yes.
like booked out? Are you taking new clients at all?
I do take new clients. I require advanced blood labs
Yeah.
because copper, ceruloplasmin, and some really advanced specialized mineral labs that I require.
Okay.
So that I can compare and contrast that with the energetics of your body when I'm doing bioresonance. So I combine the blood labs with the biofeedback that I get from the body
Okay.
in order to guide and customize what people's bodies are guiding them to shift or change.
Beautiful.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Charlie, when's the last time you seen a doctor?
3 years?
Right on. Maybe set you up. You get a bioresonance, you get a little copper test.
If you pay for the blood lab, sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I take care of it for you. Go see it. You go take care of it. Get your chakras all lined up.
We can talk to you about all the pressures you don't want to handle in life.
Wow.
Did you just hit him with a zinger from over there? I hit you with a left hook. Whap, bap.
She can read it. She knows.
Did you guys have a conversation when I was in here when I was taking a pee? You did.
We kind of did. How about I love where I live. Tune into that vibration.
You got a house, Holmes. You're blessed.
I mean, that part's great. And I love Vancouver. That part's true.
Narrow it down.
And do you see his head? That's all great.
Ain't-
Right?
You saw it. Some other people saw it. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say that stuff out loud to see what your body's doing.
That's right. It's beautiful. Body tells truth.
Body keeps the score. Mm-hmm. We
you
talked
are-
about that book.
But you are blessed.
Yeah. You got a roof over your
He
head.
knows
You're doing
that.
a podcast.
He does know that.
Absolutely.
His body was very congruent with that.
Oh, look at you.
I mean, look where we are. This is a studio that we built, and I am very blessed with that. And
Some
I
beautiful
appreciate it.
technology. Man, oh man.
Agreed. I don't even know what half this shit does.
I know. I was like,
I'm blessed that Charles is in my life to run it all for me. You should probably show me how to do it one time.
Okay. Yeah.
What, is it easy?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's like people say, making pizza. Oh, it's easy.
No,
Just
look
do
at my
this and
head.
do
I was
this.
congruent.
It's
It
not
was
fucking easy. It's congruent. Oh, your left side is congruent. It's all good.
cool.
Dr. Sarah, that was great.
Thank you.
I mean, like I said, I could shoot questions at you for a very long time, but I'll see you in the pizza shop soon.
Awesome.
Thanks for the eggs and edible flowers and
You're
coming in and
welcome.
supporting us for so long. And thanks for blessing us with your presence.
Thank you.
We are blessed.
Thank you for all your beautiful food and the podcast.
You were welcome.
My first podcast.
Yeah, that was great. That was a ripper. I'm going to listen to that 7, 8, 10, 12 times. I'll tell you right now. That's good.
Shout out to
Oh,
Patreon.
yeah. Patreon. Newest Patreon subscriber. Olga Yushina, thank you for signing up to watch the things on the Patreons and supporting us with some cash money. And Charlie can go get a Starbucks a Frappuccino
Yeah, I think.
for his girlfriend because he doesn't like him.
I don't. I think because we did our Patreon dinner. The full video is like an 8-minute short film I made of the Patreon dinner. That's up on the Patreon right now. You can go watch it. I think people have been watching it.
People have been watching it?
I think so.
You got to pay for it?
Yeah, it's $5.
It's $5 to watch a video? Charles, you savage. I love it.
We'll make it free eventually, but that's bonus content. And if you're already a patron, you can already watch it.
Oh.
So like, why not?
Some people in circles that are peripheral to mine have saying they've been wanting to come and have a dinner.
Okay.
So we might have to cook dinner again for people.
I don't. I was
I'd come.
like after.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'll even come help cook.
Look at this.
Oh, see that one.
I mean, so are you familiar with the 400 level of the Patreon?
No, I know nothing.
It's like subscribing for every month for $400. You got to be probably wealthy to do that.
Yeah, that's-
But I think some people are going to reach out and be like, "Hey, I want to do dinner, but I don't want to subscribe." So the highest level of the Patreon is $400. For that, you come to the pizza shop, and for up to 4 people, me and Charles will cook you fancy dinner. The first one we did was last Monday. It
was Monday,
which is
yeah.
the video of. It was a little over the top because it's homies and whatnot.
It was-
But it was 14 courses.
Insane.
Yeah. It was a little wild.
I want to see the video.
Yeah, you can go to the Patreon and watch it. There's clips and stuff.
Maybe I'll hook you up. We'll send it to you. Maybe.
Yeah, send her the thing, man.
can
She
do
come
it.
in and just gave us 3 hours of
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I also gave you the flowers for
You got
that.
flowers for that. We'll use them. And I remember them like, I don't know, 4 or 5 courses deep. I'm like, oh, fuck, I forgot the flowers.
That
But we did get them out. Yeah.
They
there was a lot
feature
going on.
prominently in the video. I'll tell you about
They came out nice on that cheese plate.
Yeah, right?
I was hitting the
Good.
fennel like this, and the fennel pollen was sprinkling down. Yeah, you did. Their name's on the menu, right? Sarah and Quentin's on the menu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. And in the credits on the video. I throw it
Yeah,
on
you're
there.
on the credits. Look at
From
you.
a front yard.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Cool.
a good dinner. But yeah, $400 up to 4 people. I mean, it's basically $100. You got 5 people. We'll probably do it for 5 people. Have to buy another set of plates or something like that. It'll be fine.
Have
Yeah,
so
it
many
was pretty
special
tasty.
plates just for the Patreon dinners now.
Yeah, I probably got the menu. I'll let you see it upstairs. It was good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Cheers. You're welcome. I'll see you soon.
Yes, you too. Remove all food colorings and dyes and chemicals. Those are what is depleting the liver of functional copper because it blows up your copper and then stress. So
Interesting.
it's just the body screaming for copper.
Yeah.
That's it.